I think we're live now. If we
Yep,
are, alrighty.
yep,
Hey,
we're live.
folks. Welcome back to Mega May. We are back with that guy that does things who's going to walk us through Mega Man Legends the Chaos mod. And I saw a little bit of this in the preview stream, but I'm looking forward to seeing more. It's going to be kind of crazy if the title is any indication, but take it away.
Well, I've created a Chaos mod. If nobody's seen anything from like the GTA 5 Chaos mods that's been floating around, I've actually okay, well we've got a Chaos mod happening now. It's mega fast. I actually took a bunch of values from, say, like Game Shark codes and, just from memory addresses and Cheat Engine. And I made a timer to where it just activates a bunch of random chaos mods, really. It's just a bunch of mods, no buster, mega fast where he goes fast. I got a whole bunch of things. There's about 36 different mods, and that's pretty much it. It's just to make the game a little bit harder, a little bit more chaotic. So I guess we'll just start at the beginning. I don't have any mods up now, so I guess we'll just see what happens. That's really how it's supposed to say. So we have Volnet says go. So whenever it says stop, you're supposed to don't move or you lose all of your health. Now I tried to have this set to where it just game overed you, but unlike BizHawk, I could not find a memory address to be able to just initiate the game at the game over screen. So it's just gonna take all my health. That's just one of them. That's just one of the many Chaos mods that I have. Well, 36, but then right now we have the GTA 1 cam. So now it's like, it's just Grand Theft Auto. Let's play the game as Grand Theft Auto for however long. It's all randomized, so.
Oh, it's all randomized. Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, every bit of it is randomized. Every single bit of it. Also, I am having a hard time hearing you guys over this game audio. How the frick do I take down the game audio? It's so loud.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Dang, that really says something if you can't hear me, because I'm pretty loud.
Yeah, the game audio is super loud compared to the rest of this, and I don't know if I can actually do anything about that.
I'll just scream at the top of my lungs. Will that help to compensate?
Yes!
Yeah.
I wish I had this one figured out beforehand.
Just right-click your taskbar over the volume, and you'll see the volume mixer.
The sound, oh yeah, volume mixer. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. Oh, thank you so much.
That ought to do it. Yeah,
thank you.
Thank goodness for simple solutions when they happen.
I know, right? Oh, that's so much better. There we go.
Hey.
All right. Let me get rid of this. I don't know why this is popped up here. Get rid of it. There we go. So we got fake buster stats. It just gives you a fake buster stat. I think the way that I programmed it is that it should reset them, because what it's supposed to do is supposed to give you like a, I don't know, it's supposed to give you like a random buster stat. I have another mod that's a random buster stat, but I think it permanently gives you those random buster stats after. Oh, there's another fake buster stat. We don't really care about fake buster stats right now. And also, I apologize, I'm not a speedrunner, so this looks extremely sloppy compared to everybody else. But
I mean, the speedrunners just die. How much more sloppy can you get than that?
You're right on that one. Have they figured out a workaround for that? Because with my Chaos mod, there is a mod where it does. There's Mega Rapture. Mega Rapture is a cool one. It just puts you. It puts you in the sky. It just brings you up to the sky for like 7 seconds. But yeah, my mod actually. There's a mod in here that gives you a one-hit KO, and as soon as that mod activates, it actually it'll just it'll get through this mission almost immediately. So
nice. So how often do these, I'm seeing the green bar up there right now, how often do these things take effect?
Every 30 seconds.
Every 30 seconds, okay. And they last random amounts of time, or the same amounts of time?
Yes, well, there's a few of them that set to, okay, I got no running, so now I can't run. Everything's going to be walking. Okay, it's gone now. Oh, okay, I'm still walking. So I have this. It's still a little bit it's still a little unorthodox because I'm using Cheat Engine. So anything that disables keys, I have to re-click on the screen. No running again, that's fantastic. But I have to actually like click on the screen again because it prints up there, and that's just something I haven't dealt with right now. But yeah, everything is randomized except for like a few mods that I figure would clash. See, like this, I have to. Okay, there we go. It finished it. But everything's randomized other than a few of them that I figured would clash. I actually have a couple of mods. There's Max Money mod. I actually have a couple of mods that I had to take out for this run. Say one of them, it would set your value, say your location value to like a boss room, and if you actually entered a door within the allocated time, it would just take you to a boss, and you would have to fight that boss before it would put you back to where you were. But because there are one-hit KO, there it is. Because there are certain there's certain doors that give you like this fade out screen, and certain doors that don't give you a fade out screen, like this one. The ones that don't give you a fade out screen break it. Well, okay, this one's not a fade out screen, but the ones that don't give you a fade out screen, they break that. So I had to take that out. But there was a mod to where like you had to fight, one boss for it to put you back to where it where you were at when you entered the door. But
I was half hoping you'd be able to buy something at that store with your max money while it lasted, but it faded out.
I know, right? Do I still have that? Nope, I don't have the max money.
No, it's like just faded out.
Yeah,
we were stuck in.
So I got random weapons. I don't have any weapons to. Actually, I could have a weapon. I don't know if I fixed this one. Mega invisible. So now I'm invisible. But I could... Okay, I can't use a weapon here. So if I had a weapon, if I was able to switch to a weapon with random weapons, I could theoretically press circle, and it would put the weapon instead of the lifter or something like that.
Mega Man, where'd you go?
All right. Click on it.
So are all of these... I guess, what's the ratio of unhelpful hacks to, like, helpful ones?
I tried to, you see, like this one. Okay, there we go. I tried to make it to where it was like okay, this is mega clumsy. Let me skip this. So what this does is it randomly just shoves you down. That's what that does. What I tried, okay, it just shoved me through the door. What I tried to do with the ratio is to make it like a
door like that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was trying to make it like a 70-30 split. Because I did try to do 100% chaos where it just nothing was helpful. I can't jump now. But I tried to do everything like 100% where it wasn't helpful, and I didn't get through the first boss. So I've tested this many, many times, and I haven't really ever gotten... I've gotten to Nino Island, and that's the furthest I've actually tested it. Oh, look at that, all the health. So what this one does is it gives you health for a limited amount of time. This one will conflict with a bunch of different things. You get all the health and it drains down, but what if it gives you a one-hit KO? Then you have all this no health. There's a lot of programming fallacies that go to this, but...
Yeah, that one really helped you because you had no health before.
Yeah, right? And it will actually keep the health. It's supposed to drain it all the way down to the original value. But, no, for the ratio to helpful to non-helpful, I try to go with a 70-30 split because say this one is a God mode. I had to add in a God mode because, if I didn't, I wouldn't get anywhere, And there's a couple of them that'll give you, like, max health, or I already had max health, but, like, max weapons or anything like that, like... There's a couple of them that will help you out, but most of it's just to be funny and to break stuff. So there's who are you? This is going to set my light to dark values randomly. So wherever this stops on that timer may affect me later if I try to buy something from Roll's Development Center or the R&D lab.
So that ratio, the 70 is the unhelpful or the helpful?
Yes, 70 is unhelpful, 30 is helpful. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry if I talk too much. It's
No, you know what's going on here. You got to explain these things. There, so many questions are coming up as you're going on with all these hacks. So you're stuck with whatever
Yep.
karma that the timer leaves off on. Gotcha.
Yep. It could leave me at totally dark or totally light. Looks like it left me a little bit. Oh, no damage. Okay, let's. I can't take damage now, apparently.
I thought that that perma health you got would keep it higher.
Oh no, all the health, what it's supposed to do is supposed to fill your health up and put it to the maximum and then slowly drain it. And then I got the one-hit KO. Like I said, for a 3-hour run, I only have 36 mods and I did the calculations. And in order to have, oh, what mod did I get? Okay, I got first person mod. Okay, you can't see it, but I got the first person mod. But what I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this.
So what's in effect now? I don't see.
That was the first person mod.
Oh, that's why it looks so weird.
Yeah. So this one I custom made. This is a stop go kind of thing. If I move or push any buttons, it's supposed to actually kill me. But because of the fact that I couldn't figure out a way to start, okay, I can't click on anything. Okay, it's completely broken me.
Well, so who helped you think up all these? Because there's a lot of creativity going on here.
I have completely broken this now, and I didn't put a save state.
No.
Oh, and I just had the coolest mod pop up too. I had just the coolest mod pop up. Why is it broken?
The ultimate chaos setting where you're actually soft locked.
Yeah. Well, I've soft locked myself several times. Say like the Mega Clumsy mod, if you were to enter a room as soon as that activates, if you're in between loading sections, it will actually shove you down and you'll get stuck in between rooms. I'm kind of hoping right now it'll give me like a Mega Invisible and then it should load me in after the Mega Invisible. I'm kind of hoping that will happen.
Oh, wow. Wait, you just went invisible right now.
Yeah, well, that's what. Well, I think I'm a couple of seconds ahead of you, maybe, possibly.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it.
Let's see if the Mega Invisible loads me back in. If it doesn't, I'll just restart. But this is basically what this is. You got to just make sure to put save states everywhere. So pacifist run. Pacifist means you can't shoot. If you do, you die. But I couldn't get the die function to help. Is it going to load me back in? Okay, it didn't load me back in correctly.
Hope.
Yeah, so I gotta reset.
Well,
that's just how that one goes.
As a chaos mod.
Well, the thing about it is you have to make sure, at least for me, you have to make sure to save state. And again, this will all be a lot smoother. This would be a lot smoother if I just used BizHawk, because a lot of these problems would be solved. But like I said, with BizHawk, I couldn't get a lot of the stuff to work. Like, if I wanted to do, like, no running, right? BizHawk would not work with what I'm using. Okay, I still have charge shot for some reason. That's cool. Whatever. Okay. That's cool. But okay, so the charge shot's that's the one that I'm the most proud of. Okay. No health for me, so, okay, look at that. See, that's what I was talking about with the Chaos mod. I could just, if you use this to speedrun, you could get an immediate, mission complete.
Oh, wow, so you just skipped to the end right there.
Yeah, because it gave me no health.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So random hits, that means it's just gonna jitter me. Or jitter me. I'm just gonna take random hits. No damage though. But yeah, I came up with all of this because, oh, there I go. Is it gonna break it? Because okay. Oh man, this game is so janky. I've had things where like a loading screen pop up and I get like clumsy Mega Man. Oh, there we go. So I get clumsy Mega Man and it just breaks everything. So I'm just gonna put a save state here. And one of the better things about BizHawk is that I don't have to worry about, like, I can have everything placed over this, so I don't have to reset my screen and do all this, like, if I save state, it's gonna, if I try to, like, save state, or press, you know, load state or all that stuff, it's just going to put the screen in the middle and I have to reset it, and it really irritates me. But with BizHawk, everything will be able to be placed in front of it, you know, but I'm still getting hit.
I'm just thinking
See,
there's
like
so
that.
much...
Like,
Uh-oh.
yeah, see, just like that, that could have broken it.
But, okay, look, it's funny.
Yeah, yeah. But I got this idea from this guy called Dark Viper AU. He is an Australian speedrunner for Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I got Rockman Dash. That's fantastic. So what this mod does is it gives me the okay, so now I'm freaking out a little bit. I don't know why I'm freaking out, but it gives me the skate shoes. And that's the only movement I can do is the skate shoes, but apparently I can't scooch over here. I can't scooch over. There we go. But it gives you the skate shoes, and that's all it does. It just makes you skate forward.
I can see that.
See, it gave me over because I was moving forward, and I stopped. Or I didn't stop. I just kept going on go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See, now it would be a lot easier because I had to program it, or I have to program it to where it pushes the controller backwards or forwards or any kind of movement. Because you know how you take damage. Say you have 0 HP, you take damage, and you're moving forward. Well, you take extra damage if you're not having the helmet, right? So, this is being an asshole now.
Are you super confused?
It's not wanting to load. There we go. Yeah, super confused. What that does is it just changes my my directions randomly, like 110% randomly.
Well, that's fun. So, like, what's stopping you from, like, making it a 50-50 split with good mods and bad mods?
Well, because I can't really think of too much else. Oh, I'm facing the wrong direction. I can't really think of anything else. What I'm working with is pretty much Game Shark codes and memory. Okay, there I go. Memory addresses that I look up myself, and I'm a programmer. I'm not like a cheat engine connoisseur or BizHawk connoisseur. And I actually, to be honest with you, the last time I even tried programming anything was with, say, batch files, like back in fucking 2007. You know, like...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my programming languages and the way that I program things is very archaic compared to what we use now.
Shoutouts to 19 years ago.
Yeah, right? Oh, we got upside down cam. Hell yeah. But, yeah, so Dark Viper AU and his, yeah, we're gonna have some issues with the upside down cam. I don't know exactly why, but certain outdoor areas don't really do too well with the upside down cam. I've tested this with all the ruins, and most of the ruins are fine, but a lot of the outdoor cams, it doesn't work for them. I don't really know why.
Yeah, it is freaking out.
Alright, so here's the Rockman Dash. We're just going to dash over there.
Oh, it's not even a constant skate, is it? It's just like stop and go.
Yeah, yep. I tried to model it after Mega Man X, you know, kind of.
Look at him go, guys!
But no, I've got 36 mods so far, and within a 3-hour playthrough, I did the calculations, and it would take over 200 mods minimum to be able to, for you guys to not see the same mod one time within a playthrough. Because I usually stream for about 3 hours. But the thing about it is this game is so, I wouldn't say it's poorly made. It's actually way better made than Mega Man Legends 1. But, man, there's just, with these old games, there's only so much that you can do. But I see people making Chaos mods for, say, like, was it Mario 64? And I'm like, why can't we do that with this game? You know, it'd be so cool to have that, but I've seen people be able to pull enemies from, I don't know, from, like, Mario 64 and place them other places. I have not been able to get, like, enemies to be pulled out of ruins. Okay, so I'm dead now. Thank fucking God. I love it. I love that.
Oh, wow. Well, I
Yes.
just saw that. Dang. Did you save state?
So I'm just gonna... Okay, well, I just offed myself again. There we go. But, yeah, so I could do a lot more if I figured out how to get, like, enemies to spawn in the overworld, or, say, like, in a ruin. I want to be able to switch up or randomize the enemies, but, it seems like every time I do that, it legitimately just breaks the game. So I'm very limited at what I can actually do within the game when it comes to Chaos Mod. Of course, there could be... Oh, we got frame limit off. Let's fucking go. Let's go. We're fast Mega Man now. I've still got all the health, apparently, so that's cool.
So have you ever completed a playthrough using this mod before?
Nope. I've never gotten past Nino Island with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But that's the cool thing. I seen, like I said, with Dark Viper AU, he's the one, he did GTA 5, he does GTA 5 speedruns, but he's got a guy that makes these kinds of chaos mods for that. And I know that Mega Man Legends isn't like an open world thing where everything is pretty much loaded in, or can be loaded in, or it's even open source. But I tried my hardest to emulate what he does. And like I said, I'm not able to spawn in enemies to come grief me or like I really want to do. But if anybody has like an idea and an idea how this works, like I'm looking for somebody that can port this over to BizHawk, but because my knowledge is not, it's not up to tune with this current stuff that people are using. Like everybody was mad at me. I've got no Buster allowed. Everyone was mad at me because I'm using Cheat Engine over BizHawk, and I'm like, I don't think you understand how easy that it is to use. Why am I freaking out now? I don't understand why I'm freaking out. What I'm freaking out. Hopefully that fixes it. That fixed it.
He's doing a little jig.
Yeah.
And I noticed sometimes there are 2 mods enabled. So is
Yes.
that like the upper limit?
I only allow 2 mods because there is a mod that does, like, there's a mod that it chooses 2 mods at the same time. Yes, I will only allow 2 mods because I feel like 3 would probably break it. Because when we even started this, like, there was already coloring issues because I let it run for however long we were dicking around with Discord and all that stuff. And it was already like breaking the coloring and all that. I don't know why that happens. It happens sometimes, but you know, but
And did you think of all these mods by yourself?
Yeah, well, like I said, I got a little inspiration, say like the no health and everything. It's pretty simple because you could just go and find like game short codes. You can find game short codes that like gives you max health. So it's like, okay, well, what if I make a script that does the opposite of that? And that's pretty much what I did for the Chaos mod. I would go and find some game short codes, or say like the Pro boards. I don't know if you're familiar with the Pro boards.
Oh yeah.
So that, I'm gonna tell you right now, that has been the #1 main help with that. Of course, I can't get a hold of anybody on there. I assume they're all on the Discord, but yeah, like I've been searching for all kinds of people to give me information on what they know, if they know any like their ideas, how the game works. Because I know there was a bunch of people trying to figure out how the maps work, and I'm not really like I don't really care about the maps. I'm really worried about how the game actually functions. Like how do I make it to where Mega Man does like this? Random hits. How do I make this animation happen where it annoys me kind of.
Yeah. No, this is extremely impressive to me. It's certainly very entertaining to just watch all this crap happening at just like any moment. I would assume that's like your main reason for putting it together too. Like it's just really absurdly entertaining.
Yeah, that's well, because I've gotten like I said, I don't mean to start like shouting out like Dark Viper AU all the time, but he has brought me a lot of laughs from that, and I wanted to bring that kind of energy over here, whether it be through like, if anybody wants to speed run something like this, if I ever get this finished, or if anybody wants to actually use it, because this is very archaic. Like, I feel like this is like the worst. Okay, I'm dead now. That's fantastic. Fuck. I will never get past the first boss. Volnut says always gets me every single time, man.
What does he
Every
say?
single time. Volnut says it's the stop and go one. It's
Oh,
like a
what does he say? Yeah,
red,
that's the name of the mod, of course.
yeah, it's the red light, green light.
Yeah, it's evident just how much effort you put into all this. Like, and I've seen, by the way, I've seen you around the Mega Man Legends speedrun server on MML Hacks, where you just post these huge walls of text on on the game and like the hacks and stuff and like the inner workings of it. And it's like, man, I go through those from time to time, and I think, geez, this guy is really trying hard here.
I have a passion for it. I just wish that I wish I was smart enough to be able to do it efficiently, because like it would be kind of cool, because I think there's a chaos mod speedrunning category in GTA 5. I don't know if that's a real thing. That's just what they claim. Like the guy that I based this off of, that's what they claimed, is that they have a whole category for speedrunning on this. So I didn't know if maybe like, if somebody wanted to implement this into a speedrunning category, I don't know if that would even be possible, but
yeah, it would be interesting to see the speedrunners. Like have you have any of the people like in the Mega Man Legends speedrun server like express interest in trying it out, or like
Blue Metal said it would be cool. He said it would be cool for it to happen. He's the one that actually put me up to all this.
Oh, cool. Shout out to Blue.
Yeah, he was the one that put me up to doing all this to showcase it. My thing is I'm more of an mega clumsy. There we go. Well, that's fine. I'm more of an innovator. I guess I like to think up the ideas and pretty much get like a groundwork happening, and then maybe somebody else come along and
expand on those.
Yeah, expand on it, or make it better, or make it more efficient. Because like I said, with BizHawk, I have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm doing with that. Like I've got a couple of my mods to work. A double chaos, there we go. So I don't know I don't get to jump. I don't know, I didn't show it. But I've gotten a few mods to work, but there's a couple of them that just doesn't want to work correctly. And one of my favorite mod that I made was the Charge Buster. Instead of doing like the volley, why is it not? Did I not put out a fire? What's happening? What happened?
Oh, wait, what is happening?
What happened?
Something broke.
No. Well, I guess I'll just wait for it to time out, maybe.
Does it time out? Oh, that's right. If you wait long enough, then they.
Yeah, I guess I'll just wait for it to time out. I don't know what
Greasy
happened.
Saber in the chat is asking, what is even happening here? Just taking damage for no reason. So this is a chaos mod. That guy that still does, or that guy, I'll just call you that.
Yeah, just call me that
guy. Made a chaos mod for Mega Man Legends 2, and he is showing it off in all of its insane glory.
Is it? I think it might be broken. It should be timed out now, right? Oh, there we go. Is it working? There we go. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh well.
Well, when you start messing with the game values like this, it does end up being like a. I don't know. There's just some things that can just be unexplainably broken for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
But my dream is for somebody to pretty much take this up, because I have a groundwork here. I need to be able to know, or and I don't want other people to do the work, I guess, because I've done all this work, but I would like to know how to like port this efficiently to BizHawk, because they keep giving me this. I don't want to die. All right, so we're just gonna stop. But Yeah, I thought of this idea, and I thought maybe it would be pretty fun if, it's like a little mini game within a game,
No, this is so cool, man. It's like God, it's so funny. Like, what I don't know what else to say other than it's just like so entertaining to just like wait for all these hacks to come in, or mods rather. I keep saying hacks, but they're really mods. But yeah, and like stuff like that where you like phase through the door as it's fading out. It's just wild.
But no, I was saying my favorite mod that I made was the Mega Man, the classic Buster, the one from like Mega Man 4 through I guess the rest of them, where you get to charge it up. In this game, you get to shoot volleys, but I made it to where if you press L2, you can actually charge it up, and when you press square, it shoots out a Buster shot that's not like value 1, like what you would have like in the very beginning of the game, But that's one of my favorite ones. I worked
that's
a
like a
lot
custom
on that one.
original improvement.
Well, a lot of people in the speedrunning community actually want the classic Buster mod, but that's one of the few eluding ones that actually will not work in BizHawk efficiently. This one, in Cheat Engine with EPSXE and JoyToKey, that's what I use to map my controller. Because I'm using the old version of EPSXE. I think I'm using 1.9.25. It's extremely old compared to what we have now, but it's the only one that I could find that holds the memory values, because with most others, and they just let me know that BizHawk doesn't do this, but in most other emulators, if you try to use Cheat Engine with it and you restart the emulator, those values change. So say like I find the value for my Buster to change it from value 1 to value 4, so it looks, it's stronger, if I turned off the emulator and then turned it back on, it would change. So I would have to do the whole process of putting on Cheat Engine, pressing square, searching for the value, pressing square again, searching for the value over and over until I find that value. And I don't want to do that every time. So EPSXE 1.9.25 holds those values permanently. But apparently BizHawk has done that, but they told me that BizHawk did that after I'd already made like 36 mods. So yeah. Oh, we got the vacuum arm. That's the random weapon we have.
Nice. Can I take a second to shout out the Kickstarter real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah, go for it, man. I gotta save state anyways.
Heck yeah! So guys, guess what? You might have heard if you've been tuning in. Otherwise, where have you been? We are currently putting together a Mega Man centered convention. Wow, I just lost my train of thought, like completely out of the blue. Yeah, guys, we are putting together a Mega Man centered convention. That's how you know I'm not reading off a script, by the way. In Seattle, Washington next year in honor of the 40th anniversary of our favorite Blue Bomber. So we're currently pre-selling tickets for the event via the Kickstarter, and they're the cheapest they're ever going to be. And if you can't attend in person, we're also doing virtual tickets as well, or virtual badges for the event, because we are going to be live streaming most of the panels and content that we're going to be generating from the event. And the guests are also, got a lot of cool stuff planned, but yeah, just like the voice actors for Mega Man, Ruby Spears cartoon is going to be there, voice actor for Fully Charged Mega Man is going to be there, Matt Papa from Inti Creates, or formerly from Inti Creates, is going to be there, the Megas are going to be there. That's a big spotlight right there. I think the Mega Manathon's even coming back, and a bunch of other stuff. Like, guys, check it out. Go to the Kickstarter page. We are currently 60% of the way there, with like 10 days remaining in this marathon. Those badges, gotta sell them, folks. I can't, you know how disappointed my mom's gonna be if I have to bring all those unsold badges back home? It's like, you don't want that, fam. I don't want that. So please, check it out and do what you can. Tell your friends about it. We want to make this happen, folks. Back to you, that guy.
Hell yeah, man. That's fantastic. Alright, no jumping. So we finally got through the first boss! There we go! Woohoo!
Yo, let's go.
All right, I'm gonna put a save state here. So this is one of the
Yeah, do
issues.
that.
You put save state, you click that, and then it puts the screen right there. I've tried many workarounds to try to figure out how to fix that. I cannot fix it with the EPSXE. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, didn't soft lock this time, thankfully.
I love how his walking animation is like the dash. I didn't even know that it would do that. I did not know it would do that.
Yeah, and the cutscenes no less.
Come on, get over there. There we go. Finish the first mission. Let's go.
Nice. So, when you say you haven't gotten through the game with these mods even once, like, is that even factoring in the save states?
I've actually done this two different ways. I have done this save state-wise where I save state as much as possible, and I have actually tried to go as far as I can with the mods, whether that be through, like, hard state saving. And with hard state saving, like, why is it doing this now? There we go. Say, like, using data and everything, I've actually gotten to, like I said, Nino Ruins. The furthest I've gotten with just save states, I've gotten slightly further than that, but with Nino Ruins, the only issue that I have with the Nino Ruins is that, it's just so slow. It's slow.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
can imagine, yeah.
something's taken, like, 20% more time than what it normally does. Yeah, I haven't gotten past Nino Ruins, but like I said, Dark Viper, he's beaten GTA 5, and that's like a freaking 4 or 5 hour game if you're not going through 100%. And he's done that with a Chaos mod, and that has like 900 plus. I think it was 900 plus mods. This one's only got 36, and that's like I wouldn't say it's the maximum that I could do, but working with what knowledge I have, yeah, it's not too much. Like I said, I really want to be able to get enemies, say, like, okay. This all started with Mega Man 8, because my favorite game is Mega Man 8.
Yo, let's go.
And then I tried to do, like, I wanted to do, like, a Chaos mod with Mega Man 8, and it didn't seem viable because it's a 2D platformer. And I was like, there's only so much that you can do with that, and just basically make a randomizer. So I thought, well, my second favorite game is Mega Man Legends 1. Well, every time I tried to do a lot of things in Mega Man Legends 1 that I'm doing here, it would just break the game. So I moved on to Mega Man Legends 2 because I knew it was a little bit more stable than Mega Man Legends 1. And it turns out that a lot of the stuff that you can do works almost perfectly, you know, so...
Nice.
Alright, pacifist run. I'm not allowed to shoot. I think I get hit. I think I take damage if I shoot my buster, so that's gonna... Alright. I'm gonna put a save state. Make sure to put a save state. Because I think, I don't know, is anybody gonna be upset with me because I'm using save states? Because I know you're a bunch
man, this is like, I mean, you know, you're gonna be halting to a crawl if you don't, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a chaos mod. You gotta be prepared for, like, maximum chaos.
That's mega confused. It's switching me around. I love, like I said, these scene transitions. I love it.
It's crazy that it even happens during the scene transitions, where you're not really supposed to be in control.
I think the way that works, because I've seen some people talking about it, if you pause the game, you're able to take control of him. Oh shit, I can't move. Okay, I can move now. Okay, I'm dead. See, this is what I was talking about with Cheat Engine. For some reason, there's certain mods that I have to use the mouse to re-click on the window to get it to activate again, or else nothing moves. So, again, BizHawk could fix that, but I'm not a BizHawk person.
Yeah.
Do this again. All right.
That escalated so quickly.
Am I going backwards? Am I seriously going backwards? Mega Confused is still up? I know it's supposed to be a random amount of time, but geez, that went on forever. and then I died because mega clumsy.
Oof. This is nuts. It's great, but it's nuts. Maybe it's nuts.
Well, a lot of
great
people,
because it's nuts, honestly.
a lot of people would look at this and be like, well, like, if it's not playable, then why even do it? Well, it is playable. You just kind of have to learn the in and outs. And like I said, it's very archaic the way that I'm doing it. I could set it to where it gives you whenever the effect activates, it gives you the helmet. I could do that. I could tell it to give you the helmet as soon as that effect activates and then take it away. That way you don't take damage. But I just haven't gotten around to implementing that part of the code yet.
Yeah. Well, you're obviously experienced in your particular field here. What else have you done besides Legends 2?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. All it's all been is just what do they call it? Okay, apparently I'm first person mode. It's like what do they call it? It's like
That's okay. Focus if you want.
No, I can focus. I'm thinking about the word that they use. It's something improvement, like the way of life improvement, something like that.
Quality of life.
Quality of life improvement. It's basically what I've been doing before this was the quality of life improvements with some games. But what I did before this, if you're asking like a project, I actually played the entirety of Mega Man Legends 1 in first person mode. That was like the first. That's the thing that kind of set me off to trying a Legends 2 kind of thing. Other than, you know, oh shit, we got the Charge Buster. I could finally show you how the Charge Buster works.
Oh, nice.
All right, so you only get one shot. Even if you press and hold it, it doesn't shoot more than one shot. All right, but if you press and hold L2, you hear that? He charges it up, and then you shoot a grade 4 shot. You know, and I also made it to where his in order to indicate, because I didn't know if I wanted to have like a charge bar, like a bar to indicate how, you know, if it's charged or not. I also edited the karma values to kind of indicate whether or not like he's getting, you know, charged up. So he gets lighter the more you charge it. I noticed that. Yeah, that was clever. But this one right here. This mod is the one that everyone's kind of pining after, and it's one of the one of the many ones that I can't actually get to work correctly with BizHawk, because I've actually heard a few people wanting to speedrun the game using this, because what I try to do is, instead of holding L2, okay, I died, but instead of holding L2, I wanted it to be able to, you know, you hold square and then it charges it up that way. But the way the game works is it shoots volleys when it's held down. I couldn't get it to actually charge the value, or like not charge the value, but to make the value higher while it's held down and shoot at the same time when it's released, because it's not the way the game's made. So I tried to make Cheat Engine to where it would shoot, like it would act like it was a press, like an input press when I released it, but that also didn't work. So I just had to map the charge button to a different one that, you know, nobody really uses. I don't know if speedrunners use L2 for anything. I don't use L2 in this game at all, so I just use that one as like the charge, and then you just press square after it's charged up to shoot the shot. But I wanted so bad for it to charge holding square, but I just couldn't get that one to work. Yeah. There's a lot of potential here for sure. Like, I really hope someone helps you out or expands on it with actual BizHawk knowledge. And hey, we got Blue Metal in the chat. Yo, Blue, hope you're doing well. What up, Blue Metal? I'm dead.
Blue saying, I've had some very minor instances of using L2 plus D-pad to aim.
Oh, really? I've never used L2. I don't speedrun, though. That's the thing. I've never used, just for a casual run, I've never used L2 for anything. That's why I mapped it there. But if we can find somebody that has better knowledge, I would love for it to be a classic Buster mod. That'd be fantastic. All right, we gotta stop when it says stop, or else I die. I really need some health. I would love some health. And here's one thing: if you're gonna do these chaos mods, I have not implemented Okay, I was actually waiting for it to kill me for not running during that cutscene. And then it killed me. Wow.
Oh.
So
Jinxed
one
it.
thing, if you're using this mod, the one thing that I could recommend, I have not implemented a take away or deplete your was it the canisters, the health canisters? So if you're gonna use this mod, I would recommend going and buying as many health canisters immediately, because a lot of it's gonna just you not having health.
Dang, you could have done that earlier when you had the max money.
Right. Oh, we got another charge buster. So I have a mod that it gives you max money. I have a mod that takes away money for every movement that you do. I have not implemented it because I couldn't figure out how to make it deplete money for, say, like every step. So every press of the directional pad, it takes away, I think, $500. It may even be random, I forget. But yeah, that's another thing I wanted to implement, was like every step you take, it depletes like a certain amount of money or a random amount of money.
Dang, the trip of death. Yep. It's happened more than once by this point.
Yeah, it's happened all the time. I don't think I've died by a single Reaver bot.
Yeah. No, this is
can't even
great
hit
stuff,
this one.
man. This is the appeal is just the sheer humor of it all. Honestly, like you never know what's gonna happen.
That's kind of how I wanted it to be, like a challenge for those that actually like want the randomization of it without it being a randomizer. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have an opinion about, say, like, you guys know about like why is it doing this now? Okay, so this is broken. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. So effect completely stopped. Okay, he hit me. That's fine. So I have an opinion that a lot of people aren't going to really share with like these new remakes of, say, like, you know how like what was that game, Mega Man X Viral Nightmare?
Oh yeah.
So like there's a lot of these fan remakes coming out, and I think it's cool that Mega Man's getting all these all this attention and whatnot, but I kind of have an issue with, say, like Viral Nightmare. I don't know what the frick is going on here. I can't do anything.
He doesn't really know what he's doing either, honestly.
It's freaking out. It's wigging out on me. All right. All right, so I have an opinion about like games like that. Like, I really liked the idea of Viral Nightmare, but it got to a point where it's not even an X6 game anymore. It's not an improvement. It's just its own game. And you know, I like that concept and all, but they kind of said it was like an improvement project. You know, it's not. It just seems like it's like a whole different game now, and I don't want this to be like a whole different. It's obviously not. I'm not qualified enough for this to be a whole different game. Did I just go backwards? I'm pretty sure I just went backwards. Okay, that's the super confused for you.
That's what 20X Expo saying in the chat. Super confused lives up to its name.
Yes.
I know. Every time that comes up, I'm tempted to say the same thing.
But no, I just try to bring a little bit of freshness to it. I did just go back. Okay, I'm just going the opposite direction I need to. All right, I am dumb.
Yeah, there's a place for all these things, these projects, I think, in their own spheres.
So there's run equal broke. That means if I were to sit, how much money do I have? 1,700. So if I sit here and I just tap this, yeah, 1,400. Yeah, 1,100. Now, like I said, I tried to get it to where it was like every step, but I can't find the memory value for that. So
There's a Reaver bot close by. Watch out.
it's a little bit beyond my knowledge grade. So one hit KO. Again, we're messing with no health. A lot of these mods just gonna be like no health, no buster. You know, it's just gonna be an annoyance.
Yeah,
Here's my question. Has anybody ever done a speed run? And it's probably not even possible. I've even kind of tried it and tinkered with it. Has anybody ever done like like a run with just kick only? Is that possible? I don't even think that's possible.
I've wondered about that myself. I'm gotta say.
Shit.
That's
'Cause
a
I think
really good question.
I've seen somebody try to do Legends 1, I think. It was Legends 1 with kick only, and I think they kind of they got all stumped up with Bruno. And I don't even think Bruno was like the issue. It may have been even before that. I'm about to die. Yes.
Yeah, Bruno's kind of late game. That would be really impressive if it got up to that point. Oh.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, yep. and I got the GTA cam, and I have absolutely no idea where I'm at. Okay. So I got double chaos. I'm not... Okay, so I just died anyways. That's fantastic. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I kind of think of this as like, you know the invisible blocks from like the classic Mega Man series? It's just like a...
Yeah, the Yoku blocks.
You kind of just have to... You kind of have to just play it and then figure out what happens, you know? Oh, we got the feet cam. Let's go.
The feet cam. I like the
like
AO
I said,
at the beginning of that.
A lot of these mods, it's just going to be messing with values with like busters, the weapon values, the health values. There's probably somebody a little bit more advanced that can mess with. Like I tried to tinker with the boss, like the room values, being able to teleport. With a random effect with, like, say, bosses. You enter a room, and if you enter a door within that time span, it takes you to, like, say, like the first boss, like the monkey boss from the first ruin. Well, like I said, there's 2 different loading screens. One of them gives you a fade-out screen, and the other one doesn't. And too many times I've ran into doors that don't give you the fade-out screen, and it just crashes the game. And I'm not entirely sure how to fix that one. I think that's just the game programming, or maybe I'm just not that great at, you know, scripting. Again, because I'm pretty archaic with what I'm doing.
Yeah, why is it that you're mostly specialized in the field of coding that you are?
I've just kind of
because you said 2007 was like the last thing you coded, so was it just like that era specifically where you learned it and just
that's when I learned. Where am I supposed to go now? I'm confused. That's when I was starting to learn how to like script, but it all, I mean, if you really want to know, it all, where am I? I'm confused.
Where are we?
Quit it. There's mega confused and there's super confused. Mega confused is not as confusing as this one.
The pressure's on you to really find your way quickly before another chaos mod sets in.
Just hit the cut screen. There we go. I'm going backwards. That was awful.
As we say in Blue Metal's channel, open the door.
Open the door. But no. I started with like pranking people because I would go into my my. Oh, super confused. It's still messing with me. I need this one to go away.
That's nuts, man.
It keeps pulling me around. All right. We're going this way. We're going this way. There we go. And I also have first-person cams, so that's fantastic. So I started doing these like batch files when I was in 7th, 8th grade, and I started learning how to prank people with batch files. And you know, you guys know a little bit how batch files run, but I would make these scripts to where it would open your CD case, and every time you close the CD case, it would you know, open it back up, you know, to mess with you. You know, so I kind of started off doing that, and then I found out that you could do the same kind of thing in video games. Not through like Lewis scripting, but just through messing with values like I'm doing now. And now I'm airwalking. I don't even know how that happened, but I'm apparently airwalking. So that's cool. Hey, can you even hit me up here? I don't even know if you can hit me up here.
It's freaking out on the skates too.
It all started as just like a big prank, and then I just kind of evolved. With just doing random things with games. You know the game Bubsy 3D? Okay, now I can't.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
So with Bubsy 3D, I actually wanted to do a Chaos mod for that, and I don't know if you guys know how that game runs, but it runs like shit, and the camera...
I think we all could figure that out.
Well, the thing about it is, do you know how that camera actually works? Like, you know
You
how
mean
it's like...
the nitty-gritty technical stuff?
Well, not the nitty-gritty. You know how, like, when you jump, it puts the camera, like, directly underneath you?
Oh, yeah.
So... I tried to play that, I tried to do like a Chaos mod, and the only thing I could get to work correctly and actually be feasible would be like the first, oh, I am saving so hard right now.
Oh my gosh, an actual save point in this economy?
We finally made it! How long have I been live? An hour right now, and...
Pretty much, yeah, 53 minutes at this point.
Wow. But, no, so I tried to do a first-person mod for that game, and it is impossible. Legitimately, you cannot beat that game in first-person mode. But I'm actually going to try to work with other things, say like, I'm going to try, if I ever get anybody to work with this one, I got mega confused, not super confused, so I guess that works. If I can ever get anybody to make this one more efficient, I want to start working on Rayman, like Rayman 3, Rayman 2, because that's another big, I wouldn't say big franchise, but that's one of my other childhood games that I'm really big into. So I thought maybe like a first-person mod of Rayman 3 would be pretty cool, but holy shit, will you get off of me? Can you get off of me? Thanks. But, yeah, I just started writing scripts in like 2007, and after that, I just kind of evolved, and it was just this year I started like finding people that were more into like the programming kinds of things. And I, at the same time, had also seen that Dark Viper was making Chaos mods for GTA 5, and I just thought, hey, that would be really cool. If say I was in Mega Man, it started with Mega Man Legends 1. I was like, well, what if I was like in, I don't know, that one area in Mega Man Legends 1 with the tanks and shit before you fight the Marwolf. I was like, what if I was like in that area and a Reaver bot, say like the Kuruma Bash, started like griefing me or something, you know? How funny would that be? But I could never get anything to spawn. Like, it just breaks the game, you know?
Yeah, that's a shame too, because I feel like Legends 1 would be a fantastic fit for that kind of thing.
Well, the way that the enemies load in, they load in per, oh god, I'm super confused now. I don't know where okay, I just keep running into them. But, the way that game works is whenever you enter a ruin, and now I'm flying. I am flying in the air because of Mega Rapture.
Oh
I think
God.
it's, okay.
Oh,
there we
wow. Dude, you were ascending. Wow.
We don't see that mod very much, but yeah, what that one is supposed to do is supposed to make the value, if you press X to jump or anything, it's supposed to send you into the air for like 3 seconds and then drop you back down. But yeah, that's all that one's supposed to do. If you're in a ruin, it just gets you stuck on the top of the roof and you just kind of float there. But but what was I saying?
I don't know. I was distracted by that whole ascension thing too.
Well, we finally got through this boss, I think. If it doesn't give me any
go.
bullshit. Oh, and it gives me this. There we go. And now I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
No way.
I'm dead. I'm dead right there. I'm dead.
What the heck? I haven't quite gotten there. I'm a bit delayed. I want to see the outcome. Dude, you like... his health bar was gone.
Yeah, it's because it's a stop and go. It's like red light, green light. When Volnut says when that mod comes up, if you move, it takes out all of your health. It's supposed to give you a game over, but I have not figured out the I'm not quite figured out the what is it it's the value, like the cutscene value. Like, cause I can actually have, like, if I entered a room that gives you a black screen or a fade out screen, I could edit the value and it just give you a random cutscene, which there should be one of those mods. I think I should have one mod where it just randomly puts you into the end credits and you have to sit through the end credits for like a randomized amount of time. it's really annoying, but that one should be one of them. I might have taken that one out because it affects the it affects the game whenever you don't get like a fade out screen. You go through a door. But
Yeah.
oh wait, why did I even do this? I have the hard save. I don't know why I did that. I should have just did the hard save. Wow.
Yeah, force of habit. See, I think this is really amusing because, you know the scope of what you want to do. You know what you want to do with this project. But anyone else who's just trying this for the first time and who doesn't know what you want to do with it would be inclined to think this is the most chaotic thing in the world. And, you know, it totally meets the expectations. It lives up to its name, you know?
I really hope that it does, because if I could get it to be more efficient, then it wouldn't be one of those things. Because if right now I feel like if anybody just picked this up, right, and they just tried to do anything with it, they would just be like, well, this is a broken game, you know, this is broke. You know, because
if you're downloading a chaos mod, then I would assume they expect that.
Yeah. Oh,
so I mean, that's kind of the point, right?
What do you guys think of the one of the randomizers that I actually like is the X1 through 3. Have y'all seen that?
Oh, I'm not sure I have, actually. I've heard a lot about it, but I'm not sure I've seen it in action. A lot of randomizers, actually, I have not seen in action. Some I have, but I'm not entirely familiar.
There's a randomizer that it combines 1 through 3, and in order to unlock certain bosses, you have to find certain things from X2 and X3. It depends. It's randomized. But oh, we have the Charge Buster. That's fantastic. Ooh. But I actually kind of like that one. But I felt like just doing a randomizer for this game would be a little. I wouldn't say simple, but it would just be a little too basic, you know. But I just really wish that this was fleshed out. If it was more fleshed out, like what I see on YouTube with like the chaos mods for Grand Theft Auto, that would be so cool. But this isn't an open source. Like, the code's not open source, so I'm dying now. But the code's not open source, so there's like not a whole bunch that we can actually, you know, delve from it. I know we have like what is it, the prototype from Five Islands that we've used a lot for a lot of research. Why is this not working? Is it the Mecha confused? What is happening? For some reason, it's not wanting it.
Yeah, something's up here.
It's printing up there. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go into the code and so what is actually happening is that I have an output thing where I can see when a mod is active and when it's not active. It'll tell me when it's not active, and what I have in the script is it tells it to print, and whenever it prints up there, it's just taking the screen away. So what I need to do is actually just take it out of the script for it to print, because all of this is used for testing. Like, this is the official chaos mod that I have, but I'm dead. I use it mainly for testing, but again, things are janky, so
yeah. Again, I feel like that's kind of the point, or it should be the point with a chaos mod. It's like it's in the very name.
Yeah.
But I respect, like, just how high your expectations are. Again, I feel like anyone else just trying this out would be, because I know I was impressed to hear, wow, 36 mods? Like, that seems like a lot, but no, you're used to, like, hearing about 200 mods and all that kind of thing.
I would love to have 200 mods. You wouldn't, if I had that, you would never see the same mod twice. You keep seeing the Volnut says, and I hate seeing that one. I hate it. Now I'm gonna die.
Oh gosh.
Quit moving.
Countdown to death. Let's go.
Yep. There's just nothing you can do about that. Maybe I should take that out. I don't know. I seen the I seen that in the GTA 5. I seen that in the GTA 5 Chaos mod. I thought that would be cool to implement, but it just doesn't seem feasible. Who knows?
Yeah,
They're two different games, you know.
They are. I was gonna say this is the kind of game where you kind of always have to be on your feet,
Yeah.
as opposed to GTA, which it's not always the case. It's more open.
You can just hide behind. You can hide behind
Yeah.
something and shoot someone. Yeah.
Right. It's more open world sort of thing.
I'll probably take that one out. Maybe if I do like a super chaos mod, I'll leave it in or something.
There you go. So you're getting past this boss here would be like the furthest you've gotten, I think, because you said you've gotten as far as no, you said Nino, right?
Yeah, I got to Nino using save states within 3 hours. Because like I said, I got 2 kids and I've got a home life and everything, so I don't have a whole bunch of time to do a lot of stuff. I'm doing all of this, like this programming stuff. I'm doing it all on my own. That's kind of why I'm like, I kind of was hoping that somebody would think this was interesting enough to pick it up. But I got 2 kids and everything, so a lot of my time is spent, like my free time is spent streaming. But I only have like 3 hours. I mean, I'm up at whatever time it is for you guys. We got random hits, so I don't know how that's gonna work. But yeah, I only have like a certain amount of time to do anything ever, so.
No, I think that's the eternal struggle of all of us, I think, who grew up with this game. Because, I mean, this game came out like, what, more than 20 years ago, I think, by this point?
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, we're all getting older, and when you get older, you just don't have as much time to do things. That's why we need someone to. We need. I'm telling you, man, we need Capcom to put out a collection for Legends so that more younger people can get exposed to them, and be more like. Then the younger folks will be more interested in like the the mods and stuff, the mod scene, like you are.
Well, here's my question: why haven't they? Do we know? Like, do we have any like?
Well, Legends
do we have any theories?
Well, Legends is just not very out there. The last time the games were re-released was 10 years ago on PSN, and that was for PS3, PS Vita, and PSP. My biggest theory is because they're just not out there. Like there is no collection for them. The last time they were released is 10 years ago, and usually the kids are into the newer consoles. So that's my theory, personally. They're just not out there.
What is I guess this is a Legends thing, but just as a Mega Man fan, what are your thoughts on Dual Overdrive?
Oh, I think well, I mean, I'm a big classic fan, so like I saw that trailer. Funny story here, actually. So that was announced at Game Awards, I was actually watching Game Awards live when it was announced, and it was like before that the show was boring me to tears. I was like slumped over in my chair, being like, I don't know why I'm watching this. I guess it's just because other people are going to be talking about it, and I want to be in the know. The minute Dual Override was announced, I jumped out of my seat, literally flipped off my lid. My housemates were like, wait, what, you okay up there? You okay? Because I was just losing my mind. So I was psyched to, I was psyched out of my mind for it, because I've been a classic fan my entire life. And I'm in my mid-30s now. And Mega Man's, it was one of the first games I played, and to this day, I've played almost all of them. So I was looking forward to it. I'm still looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a big deal, especially if they have actual Mega Man fans helping to develop it. Like if the developers are actually into the project, I think it has the potential to be something really big. But that said, we don't know a whole lot about it officially right now, so it's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But I have high hopes myself. But why do you ask about that?
My hopes about it is that they at least, I want to see bass. I want to see bass so bad.
Yeah, well, it seems like we have reason to suspect that he might be in there. Did you see Rockman Corner with the hey, shout out to Hex, who met the voice actor for Bass EXE at a convention once, and there was an incident where the Bass voice actor was like, "Okay, be prepared for more bass coming soon,"
Really?
And yeah, but we couldn't really figure out what he meant at the time because the only games at the time that were announced were the Star Force collection. This was before Dual Override, so we're thinking that the voice actor may have misspoke. But it does seem to be an indication that Bass might be in Dual Override, I think.
I am kind of hoping, because he's my favorite character, and it was kind of sad to see that both him and Proto Man were in Mega Man 11, but it's just one of those things where I know that Capcom was just testing the audience to see like is Mega Man still relevant. And I will always say Mega Man's always relevant, but I'm just a super fan, Like I always think that he's gonna be relevant. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just I'm a huge Mega Man fan. I've been playing Mega Man. Mega Man 8's my favorite game. Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 are one of my other ones. But I am gonna be honest. I did not really care for Mega Man 11.
It was very safe.
I like the bosses. I forget. What am I supposed to do here? I'm supposed to go talk to Vaughn, I think.
Blucher, I think.
Yeah, Blucher. All right. So I didn't like... there was a couple things that I think could have been a little bit better. I think everybody had an issue with. I didn't like the animation style. Like, it felt very stiff. It felt like with Mega Man running around, it just felt so stiff. And a lot of people absolutely liked his voice actor. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe I'm a campy guy, and I hold a lot of very bad games in regard. But again, I really like the art style for Mega Man in Mega Man 8. I've always liked the art style for that, and always liked how he was portrayed as more of like a taller teen versus a little boy.
Yeah, that was classic Hideki Ishikawa's style right there.
Yeah. So I always enjoyed that art style over all the rest of it, and maybe it's because I grew up with 8 and I thought the voice acting was campy or whatever, but I kind of thought that it fit him. I kind of did think that the voice actor fit him.
Dude, I have stories to tell about how I grew up with 8 myself. I think it was legit my first Mega Man game. I have stories to tell about how I had the Mega Man, the classic Mega Man Jazzwares figure, and I would play with those figures in the same way that Andy would play with his toys in Toy Story. And I'd put him in these scenarios. My headcanon for Mega Man for years growing up was his classic Mega Man 8 voice. And it was the same for the other characters too, like Dr. Light was canonically Elmer Fudd in my mind, growing up. And that's just how it was. When you're a kid, you just kind of take things as they are or as they're presented. But no, I felt the same. I couldn't get used to Mega Man's older sounding voice in 11 either, so I played it in Japanese. And
I have yet to do that. Does it sound?
Yeah, that's what
he
should have done. Because he sounds like a kid, which is what I want.
All right, that does. Okay,
yeah, that's what you got to do.
Japanese, then I should have bought some Buster parts.
But it does. But the art style does look stiffer as well, and I agree with that. Mega Man 8 was like perfect presentation in my mind, and not just like the drawing art, but also the pixel art too. I mean, it's just the colors just pop off the screen, man.
Yeah, that's what really irritated me, and a lot of people. Fuck, I got mega fast. All right, so a lot of people will say like Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. Okay, is they were good. I didn't really think that maybe Mega Man 9 was good. I don't know what the heck's going on now. All right, well, I thought Mega Man 9 was all right, but Mega Man 10, I don't know, man. I'm dead. Am I not dead? All right, I'm not dead. I thought Mega Man 10 was kind of like a crash. Like 9 and 10, I kind of felt like was kind of a cash grab. And I think that was maybe because we waited so long, and I'm such a big fan of Mega Man 8 that I just saw, they went from that 32-bit to 8-bit again, and it was just like, it was very off-putting to me. But
yeah, it was for I think more the retro fans, to be honest, for the people who grew up with the NES games. I agree with you. I thought the same thing, especially with Mega Man 10. Mega Man 9 I can kind of understand as like a callback to the old times. But it should have been back to a modern art style in 10. in my opinion. 10 kind of overstayed the classic art style. But yeah, I mean, they're good games all the same, in my opinion. But yeah, I kind of stand on you with that same thing. But that said, Dual Override, I'm kind of happy with how that's looking with its art style. Like you see, Mega Man has more of a stride, you know, and it just it seems like it's harkening more to Mega Man 8 actually.
I'm really hoping, especially with like what they were showing it being like a more Clown Man level-esque, you know, showcase.
Yeah.
That kind of brought a little tear to my eye because it's, what is this? Why am I going to the outro? What the heck? What do we? Okay, never mind. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, people. My stream just went to an outro for some reason. What was that about? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they go back to that. I was really happy about seeing like a more of like a circus-esque kind of level. You know, it really brought me a lot of joy to see like maybe a little bit more Clown Man, because they tried to do like the whole Clown Man thing with I think Bounce Man, you know, but it just didn't fit the same aesthetic for me, you know.
Yeah, it did. And Clown Man's stage in Mega Man 8 was like the peak color. You know, like that. I think that stage more than all the rest in that game really showed off just how, you know, what the PS1 was capable of with a classic 2D Mega Man classic game. Like, cause it just looks so good, man. Yeah, you know, honestly, I kind of feel like that's the kind of thing they can only accomplish with pixel art. Which leads me to kind of like wish that they were doing pixel art again. Kind of in the same style as Mega Man 8 with Dual Override. But, you know, if they can nail a good 3D art style, then I'm totally all for that, too.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're doing okay so far. I really like Mega Man's new model, for example. It looks far more detailed than the Mega Man 11 model.
You know, I tried to, one question, I don't know if, how well you are with the lore of Legends 1, but was there a particular reason why Corey Serveo didn't reprise his role in Legends 2?
Yeah, there was. He, that was 3 years later. His voice sounded a bit older by then. In Legends 1, he's totally writing off that young boy voice that he had naturally at the time. But 3 years later, his voice had developed. It was more mature by then, so that's why it didn't pan out for him.
So did we actually get a statement? Cause I tried to hit him up on Twitter, and he okay. I've got upside down camera. I don't know what's happening now. I've never tested it on this boss battle. Okay.
Oh my gosh! What the?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what's happening.
Shout out to the green sky.
I'm just gonna roll until I can't, until I don't take damage. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I tried to get a hold of him on Twitter, and he politely declined me for an interview for as to why exactly that is. But it's nice to know that that's Twitter, the reason that he just.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's the only place I could actually find him. Of course, I didn't. You know, it's been so long, I didn't figure he would want to be up for an interview, so I didn't try that hard to get a hold of him. But I saw that he was kind of active on Twitter, so I was like, you know, I might as well just try to, God bless, try to hit him up a little bit.
Yeah, shoutouts for giving that a shot, because that could have turned into something really cool if it worked out.
Oh my God, it's not working. I'm dead.
Rip.
Yeah, I need to take all these print functions out of the script. That's what's messing this up.
Yeah.
Is that a certain mod activates and it makes it not the screen. Like it's not the screen that's active. So I have to take the mouse and I have to find the mouse and I have to click on the screen the game screen.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Real quick, Sky Mike was asking a while back, is there a link to the Chaos mod that you have for so we can put it in there?
If he is in the not the 20XX Discord, if he is in the Legends Speedrun, what is that? What's that called? Hold on, I got the
Yeah, Mega Man Legends speedrun, I think.
Yeah.
Speedrunning.
Mega Man Legends speedrunning Discord. I've posted. I can post the entire Chaos Mod script. I don't have a link to it because right now it's just a text file. You know, I could just post the text file if you guys want. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, 110%. I can't run, and now I have random weapons. What is the weapon I have right now? What is this? Absolutely useless. Absolutely gosh darn useless.
What even is that? It's like you have a beehive equipped to your arm.
Yeah, isn't that the what is it? Oh, which one is this? The Hunter Seeker. Yeah, I got the.
Seeker.
Oh, now it's the Aqua Blaster. I guess what the random weapon does. Why is this doing this? I don't want to do. Why is it doing that on my screen? Okay, so what the random weapon mod does is it switches the weapon out every couple of seconds, I believe. It's not just you get one weapon. So that's why that happened. But yeah, it gave me the Hunter Seeker, which is kind of strange. I don't know why all of a sudden this isn't working.
Yeah, Sky Mike saying, noted, let me find the Legend Speedrun Discord. Yeah, find it, man. Come for the Chaos Mod and stay for the awesome community. Because there's a great community there.
Okay. I'm just gonna take those. I'm gonna take those hits. I'm not playing this badly. The game is playing on its own. I'm not even touching the controller right now. It's doing all this on its own. Like,
dang. Many would like to use that as an excuse.
Yeah, well, if you're watching my stream on YouTube, you could see that. There we go. Now I'm touching. Okay. It's all right. Like I said, if there's anybody out, I want to reach out. If there's anybody out there that could make this more efficient, this could be a fun thing to do. It's just right now it's not fun for me because one, I've never done this. I'm sweating because I got kind of an audience and
No,
nothing's
I think it's
really. Nothing's
no,
working.
I'm loving this, man. I think this is hilarious.
Well, I hope so because this is it's a nightmare. But I have gotten to Nino Island doing this. It means I got through the Pakti Island. I had to beat Bola and shit. So
yeah. Hey, real quick, for those just coming in, do you want to explain the premise of this mod again and how it works? Just real quick, even.
Yeah, for sure. So I made this mod. What it does is every 30 seconds it activates a mod that's random, completely random. This could go from like no jumping to no buster to mega confused, where it switches the direction that you're facing randomly. Money bags down there. It gave me $123 randomly. Run equals broke. You press the directional pad button, it takes out money. Like, what that mod does, what all these mod does, is it just every 30 seconds selects out of 36 different mods I have to mess with you while you try to complete the game. And all of it's done through cheat engine, using memory address values. Seeing like now I have all the health, it's going to slowly drop down my health for a allotted amount of time. I think I have it set to where it's supposed to put it to the original value. So if you go and buy, and this is another part of the testing thing that I haven't actually went around and tested. Thankfully, the money stuff doesn't really matter. So if I were to have $0 in my bank account and it were to give me a debt collection mod where it takes out, say, okay, we got Mega Rapture, I'm going up in the sky now. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh. Farewell, kind world.
So say you got $0 and it takes away $1,000 because it's a random mod. Thankfully, the value doesn't go negative. Like the game doesn't work that way. But it does work that way with life values. If it were to give me negative 500 health, then that means I would have to pick up 500 health points before it gave me 1 health point. You know, stuff like that. But there's a lot of untested stuff. Every 30 seconds, a random mod happens where it just edits a value, and that's pretty much what it is. So like this was his fake buster stats. It's supposed to give me a random buster value for however long, and then take it away. Hey, and You know, I think maybe I should just talk nonstop because I'm actually getting through this somehow. No buster allowed, and now I can't shoot. So that's nice.
Oh, jinxed it again. You shouldn't have said anything.
I know, right? And here's another thing. I haven't been able to fix this, but if it gives you any sort of health value, your the pause menu, it's going to be kind of screwed up. It will. I have not figured out how to fix that. So it shouldn't affect the game. Oh, I got God mode. Let's go.
Oh, nice. It would be when she's spinning, though. Or if she's spinning
I
on
know,
my feet.
right? I know. Stop spinning. Just give me a little bit. Give me a little bit.
You should be able to get some shots in before it runs out.
Oh, we got her. We got her.
Nice. Oh, dang, that was close. It almost wore off.
You got one hit KO, so I ended that, and I have no health now, so that's fantastic. I'm putting a save state, man. But
Yeah,
like I
that.
said, I've mentioned this a couple of times. One of my favorite ones is the Charge Buster, where okay, let's continue. Where it makes it to where it's like a classic Buster mod where you can charge it up and all that. I really want the room mods, like the boss room mods, to work. Because I actually had it, like, it works if it gets a fade out screen. So, like, if I were to do this and it gave me that mod, I would go and immediately fight, like, the monkey boss from the very beginning. But I also had the value set to where it would take you randomly to, say, Elysium to fight the Warzrong or whatever the big yeah, like it would just take you there, you know. I really wanted that one to work, but say like this, you know, this is a loading screen, but this loading screen right here would break that particular mod because it's not an actual loading screen, it's just like a half load. Let's skip this. All right, we're finally to the Monda Island, or the Pakti ruins.
Heck yeah. Lots of fighting to do here, so hopefully it goes well.
It looks like no one's ever been in here before. Isn't it exciting?
All right, we got random hits.
You're the first digger to see this ruin.
It's a little annoying, not that bad. And another thing, I tried so hard, and this was my main testing grounds, by the way, was this ruin. This was my main testing grounds for a lot of this stuff, because I can poison myself, and I don't think there's a Reaver bot that sets me on fire. I don't remember if there's an area to set me on fire. But a lot of these mods were tested here because I wanted to get the electric status. I can't get any of the statuses to actually take effect. I can't find the memory addresses for the status effects. So, like, say I wanted myself to be okay, this is taking me down. Okay, I've got two random hit mods at the same time. Okay, that's cool.
I thought it was just those guys that were hitting you.
No,
down there.
No, it's just two random hit mods at the same time. Like I said, it would take 200 mods for a 3-hour playthrough for you to not see the same mod at the same in one playthrough. And this game is so archaically made that it's just I can't. There's no way I could get 200 mods. You know, there's just no way.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm still pretty impressed by 36. That's. I don't know much about the other modding scenes. You know, like it seems like those scenes have kind of set your expectations pretty high. But for me, not knowing much about that scene, it's like 36 mods is nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I just look at older games like Mario 64, and I'm like, the reason I'm not attacking the frogs is because my pacifist right. I'm pretty sure I lose health for that. But I see like Mario 64, isn't that like an older game than this one?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, older than Legends 2 for sure. Legends 2 came out like right at the end of the PS1 era.
Yeah. So I see like people making chaos mods of like Mario 64, like you could play as Mega Man X in that game.
We showed that off for Mega Man earlier.
I've yet to figure out a way to put Mega Man X in this game, and it's because this game is so weirdly made.
Well, I'm sure there's more support for Mario 64 than Legends in general.
Yeah, that's probably true. All right, let's. Okay, so immediately I can't run, so that's cool. That's all right. That's all right. We're just gonna roll. Can I roll? Can I please roll?
Can you
I
roll?
cannot
That's a good
roll.
question. Oh, you could sidestep.
All right, I gotta roll. We're just gonna do that.
Oh, you can roll. Okay.
Yeah, so what was happening was it was messing. What it does is it disables. It disables the. What was that one? No running. So that disables like the directional pad, or it presses circle. I'm pretty sure that's what that one does. Is it presses and holds circle, but because of that, it's messing with the keys, like the keyboard keys. So it makes the mod awkward. So I have to actually click on EPSXE to get it for me to take control again, because it's like it's not the active window. Again, BizHawk could fix this because, you know, it's more modern than Cheat Engine, but... Wait, do I have another weapon? Or is it... I've just been playing with the fucking Aqua Blaster this entire time.
Another weapon? I don't know if you do.
Oh my god. Everything's happening all at once. There we go.
Yeah, you may as well just
can't
switch
move.
to lifter at this point.
Alright. And now everything's freaking out. I don't know why that's happening.
No.
There we go. Like I said, it's a little janky, but I'm getting it to work. No damage. I can't take any damage, so let's just destroy them. Let's go.
Friendly reminder to save.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, that was a good one. You're going to be the save guy now. That's your role. You're a save guy.
How did that happen? That was Nightbot who said that.
Oh, was it?
Actually did they put a bot in here just to remind you to save?
Maybe.
It's like it has a little monkey emote next to it too. Like that was totally meant for data, like as a data save. I wonder if Hutch programmed that in just to remind you how to save.
Man, that would be so funny.
Yo, shoutouts Hutch. Probably was you.
Oh, it's right at the end there. You had to do it right at the end, and now I'm gonna run right into him. I can't move. Well, good thing I just saved. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Hutch.
I think it was the Jarrett who actually did that.
Oh, that was Jarrett? Oh, okay. That was
Yeah.
Tara then.
Well, thank you. Because
How did that activate, by the way?
I think it's on a timer.
Oh, it's on a timer. Oh, that's even funnier. Because that came in like right at the best time. Like he just died there.
Looks like that trap can't be destroyed. If you're careful,
Okay, thanks. I might be invincible for some reason. So we got first person cam and feet cam. I don't know how that's gonna work. How does that one work? Oh, it's so close. It's freaking out.
Look before you leap, Mega Man. It looks like there's a control panel to your right. Can you see it? Looks like the door on the floor below that was locked is open.
Forget, is it the red door or the purple door? It's red door. Feet cam again.
Well, could be worse.
Yeah, the mega clumsy one's the one that usually trolls me the most. What normally happens with that is it likes to activate okay, thanks. I did not want those to come down. What it likes to do is as soon as I'm going through a door, it will activate like the mega clumsy, and then it'll make me fall down within like scene transitions, and then I have to spend like, you know, however long it takes me to get back into the room, because you know how you can get like clipped outside of the boundaries and you can just kind of like float back to where you need to be. Yeah. That's kind of what I have to do for that. It's either that or put a save state.
Yeah.
And that's one of the workarounds that I had. I don't know if I'm actually hitting him. What did I get? Double chaos? Why is that not popping up? But anyways,
Yeah,
that's one way that I got around with the boss mod, because it, like I said, it works with any door that. Okay, now I'm mega raptured. That's cool.
You can switch to lifter and then throw one at the other.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah. Takes them out instantly.
For real? Holy crap!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You're gonna have to be a little. It's kind of tricky timing. Like you might hit their shields as you're trying to lift them up, but if you can get it right, then it'll take them out instantly.
I think my GTA cam is stuck. I think.
Oh gosh.
I think it's stuck. Freya! Oh, that worked.
Oh, look at that!
Speedrun
Hey!
strats. There we go.
Yo, you pulled that off nicely. It can be quite tricky, honestly.
Yeah, I just swooped in there.
Yeah. No, you did great. You didn't even see where you were going, and you totally nailed that.
I got the blue card key. Now I'm super confused, facing the wrong direction. I love how this works. Oh my god, I love how this works during cutscenes. It's so cool. I've never actually watched any of these things through cutscenes.
Ready for round 2?
But super confused is not going to work too good with this. I need God mode again. Come on. Come on. Okay.
Progress.
Yeah, we're making a little bit of progress. Slowly taking my money. How much money? I have all the money. Okay, I have so much money. I don't even know how that happened.
Oh my gosh, it's literally 9 million. That's insane.
You know, and what's sad about it is that I could go and buy those parts, but there's certain mods that will take those parts away, and now I'm floating in the air. Yeah. So like, wow, I've never seen him jump that high. That's crazy. No, so like I can't remember if it's fake buster values or if it's the random buster values, but one of them resets your buster value to whatever it is that when it's set randomly, and it's just permanent. So if you go and buy those parts, like any of the accessories for your buster to where's my mouse? Okay, I can't run. That's what's happening. So if you go and buy those parts, there is a chance that you get that mod, and then it just disables that. You know, it'll just get rid of it. Are we done? All right, we did it. Thank goodness.
Yo, GG's.
All right, put in a save state.
Yeah, that was a little clutch.
Yeah, it's
really?
The ones that mess with the keys, man. Like, I have to click I have to click back on the screen, and it's like I cannot ever find my mouse. My mouse has always disappeared.
So you're playing this with a mouse, or?
No, I'm playing with a controller, but there's certain mods that mess with the keys on the keyboard, because I have my controller mapped to the keyboard because I have to use Joy to key with EPSXE. So I have everything mapped using Joy to key. Yeah, there's 2 control panels. What's over here, I completely forget. But I have Joy to key working, and what it does is it messes with some mods mess with the keys on the keyboard. Say like no running, it will disable, or it will just press down the circle key or whatever I have mapped to that, and whenever that happens, I have a little screen up here for like Lewis scripting output, and whenever that happens, it makes that the active screen. So I have to take my mouse and click on EPSXE so I can use my controller again, because it acts like, because if something else pops up on the screen and I'm playing and I'm, say, pushing forward, and then something else pops up, I'll just sit here and infinitely run forward until I click on the screen again. It's really annoying.
Gotcha. So how far do you intend to get in this showcase in the game?
Oh, just as far as possible. I do this. I try to do this every stream because I don't just game on my live streams. You know, I do other things that's not up to like what you guys do. What am I? What is this? What is this triangle? Okay, but
You should be able to get to the top of the tower now.
sorry, I got a little lost in the train of thought there. So I try to test this about an hour every live stream, which is about 2 hours a week, and sometimes I don't really get to that. Man, I really am I'm gonna go to data, and I'm just gonna go and get some health, because this is not, I need to get some health.
Yeah. Be safe.
But no, I try to test this, and like I said, I try to get as far as possible, but I'm sure there's going to be some things that conflict with other things in the like later stages, but everything theoretically should work within the game. It's just trying to bypass programming things like the applications, say like programs with EPSXE and Cheat Engine. Like, again, if I use BizHawk, a lot of these issues would be solved because it's more modern, but again, I'm not a modern type of guy, so.
Gotcha. Real quick, Fake Mega Rob Dad is raiding us. Yo, hey man, welcome on board. Thank you for the raid. What were you guys up to in your stream? What were you playing? Hope it was a good time. He's saying good luck with the Legends 2 Chaos. Yeah,
Thank you
man,
so much.
It's a hilarious showcase so far. This mod cycles through 36, or is it 32, 36? Which one?
It's 36.
36 different mods that that guy made. That's his actual name. That guy.
Yeah, that's my name.
You have a really difficult name to fit into a conversation, I must tell you. But yeah, it's he made these mods, and you know, he's made the mod he made an overarching mod to cycle through all 36 of them every like couple minutes. So it's great stuff. It's hilarious. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it.
See what I mean? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but see what I mean? This is what I was talking about.
Uh-oh.
I gotta find my way.
Face through the wall.
I gotta find my way back. I don't think I'm not falling, so I think I might just be done here. I think I might. Oh.
Yeah, shoutouts to walls, folks.
I think.
Practicing for your next segment in the 20X Expo Marathon, like midnight on 28th or something. I hear you, man. Hey, I gotta do that too. I got another showcase coming up in 2 days. Mega Man 0, 3, and 4, 100 points on each mission each. I think I'm pretty good on practice, but I definitely think a few more runs would benefit me. That didn't turn out too well, though.
That did not. It did not. I gotta beat Bola again, but it's alright.
That's right.
I don't have to beat Bola again. Jeez. Yeah, I got stuck in a wall.
Didn't you save with data manually back there?
No, I went to data and got health. I didn't save.
Okay.
I should have.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's what I was talking about. The Mega Clumsy, I have never actually had that happen with, whichever one that one was, the random hits. Never had that happen with random hits, so I think that's just because it doesn't knock me back as far. All the time that's happening within transitions and with Mega Clumsy. That one always gets me.
Yeah, I hear ya. Let's see. Doing one 4, 5, and 6 hack since I already done a 1 to 3 one. Hey, shout outs to that, man. Hey, good luck with that. Hope you pull off a satisfactory showcase. doing Voyage 4, Double Jumper 5, and I'm not sure for 6 yet. I don't want to do a third game that uses the select button to cycle through weapons. It's so much to remember. I can imagine, man. Hey, shoutouts to you for tackling that. Like, that is genuinely fascinating stuff to see showcased. So, I'm glad you're doing it. Thank you for the efforts. Just like this mod right here. Like, this is legit stuff that nobody else would show off. You know, so it's great to have it on the marathon.
Well, I'd love to show it off to anybody. Jesus, why are they doing this to me? And now I'm stuck.
We're glad that we could be those anybody's, at least in this case.
Well, who else to show it off to than fellow Mega Man fans? You know.
Heck yeah, dude, that's what this event's about, you know? It's like a pure love letter to the fan base, to our fellow fans, to Mega Man, and just everything that he represents in terms of, you know, values and passion and creativity and all that jazz. It's all just great stuff.
You know, I don't know much about you. What's your probably other people know. What's your favorite, like, all-time Mega Man game?
Oh, good question. Thank you for asking, first off, because I love talking about this stuff. You said my favorite game?
Yeah.
Favorite Mega Man? Oh, dude, it's got to be... Okay, every time someone asks me that, and it doesn't happen often enough, but I always say the Mega Man Zero series, like the Mega Man Zero collection. That's a game in my mind, and it better be, because I love all 4 of those games equally. Like, no one game is complete without the others in my mind. I grew up with them. I played them when I was a kid. Played them so much growing up, to the point where I'm doing showcases during Mega May, like 100-point ranks on each game, like actual playthroughs where I get 100 points on each mission in that game. Just because I grew up kind of doing that as an extra challenge to myself. But yeah, that's the main one. I also love Legends. I love Legends to death, honestly. I was actually the guy, I was the leader of Get Me Off, if you remember Get Me Off the Moon back in the day. It was the Legends 3
really?
revival group.
The Facebook group?
Yeah, I was the one that led that for quite a few years, putting together a lot of the events and whatnot. So anytime I can get on Legends, a showcase of Legends, I'm like all for it. I love this stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that, man. I don't know where the hell. Okay, I'm poisoned. I don't even know where. Okay, I cannot see. But man, I didn't know that. I don't know if I'm still a part of the Get Me Off the Moon group. Is that still a thing?
The Facebook page has kind of fallen off. I can't log into there anymore. Stuff happened, and Facebook is not the easiest place to get back into once you've, kind of been out of there for a while.
Yeah.
But a lot of us are still, active. I know that the Twitter is still active, and some of the other guys have been interested in like getting together more stuff. But yeah, no. A lot of us, to boil it down, a lot of the members are still active, but a lot of the events have kind of gone on the back burner for quite a while now. But yeah, I was running that show for quite a few years. I put together the documentary. I did if you remember, I did a 30-minute documentary on the story of Mega Man Legends 3.
Damn.
And
really?
No, I don't want to make this all about me, though. I could go on for a long time about projects.
No, you go on as long as you can, man. Like, I want to hear about it because I
appreciate it.
I run the Mega Man fan. Well, I'm not an admin, but I ran I was a moderator of the Mega Man fans and Mega Man Universe YouTube or Facebook groups.
Oh yeah, you guys shouted us out quite a bit on our Facebook.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
So I'm one of the mods on. So Mega Man Universe just shut down. It just the group finally just went archived. I think maybe a couple weeks ago. God, I can't click this button. Okay, everything's broken now. What?
Oh
okay.
no.
Why? Okay. All right, this first-person cam is strange. And now we have upside-down camera and first-person. That's great. Come on, click it.
I always say that, not to toot my own horn, but I really was the best person to be leading Get Me Off the Moon at the time that it was the most active, because I legit, like, straight up, not even telling any tall tales, I legit lived only 20 minutes away from the Capcom USA headquarters in San Mateo, California at the time.
Jeez, really?
And at the time, this is at the peak of Capcom's community involvement, by the way, where they would legit, back in those days, they legit host these parties at their headquarters for locals, where they'd have, no joke, free soda and pizza, and they'd bring people on board to show off their Monster Hunter games, and they have competitions, Monster Hunter competitions, and all that stuff. This stuff happened pretty regularly back then, and I was one of the locals who would go to the headquarters during these events, and I'd bring my computer along and show some of the Get Me Off the Moon projects to the Capcom employees there. I made great friends with a number of those guys. Gregaman was the biggest one. Gregaman was the Mega Man Legends 3 liaison back when the game was being developed. And he stayed on board Capcom USA for quite a few years, and then he eventually left, but he was a great guy to show stuff to and, talk to about Legends, because he was also a huge Legends fan. He liked to say that the reason he thought he got hired on board Capcom and for the Legends 3 project was because he played Misadventures of Tron Bonne, and he told the interviewers that. And they were really impressed because, who played Tron Bonne? Nobody back in the day.
Right.
So,
that's cool.
Yeah, he was such a cool guy. I got to... You can actually find an interview that I did with him on YouTube on the Get Me Off the Moon channel. It's an hour-and-a-half long interview, but it was great stuff. That man had nothing but sympathy for all the fans.
I imagine.
He was just a very relatable, very real guy. I hope he's doing well these days. I know he recently got married, and so I'd like to think he's doing pretty well for himself now, but yeah. But I met him. I met the senior vice president of Capcom USA, Christian Svensson. I met, who was it, Brett Elston. He was the other Capcom community manager at the time. Yuri, he was the Monster Hunter community manager guy. But all these guys were super passionate about what Get Me Off the Moon was doing, what the fans were doing to support the cause. And I'd like to think they still have a number of the gifts I gave them to this day. I gave them one of the projects we did back in the day was a Mega Man Legends 3 fan music album, where we asked everyone to put together music for stuff that they thought would have gone into Legends 3 had it been released. And so it turned into a music album that we turned into a physical thing, and with cover art and all that. And I presented that to the guys at Capcom USA.
Oh, that's
among
so
a number
cool.
of other things. I gave them quite a few gifts, but they were always so cool. Christian Svensson in particular, I'd go there with my laptop and I'd be like, hey, when you got some downtime, can I show you this project that we did? And he'd be like, yeah, I would love to see it. Which was so heartwarming, because I think Christian Svensson kind of had the reputation in the fan base for being a little cold sometimes. He managed the Ask Capcom thread on Capcom Unity for a long time, and some of his answers could usually kind of come off a bit brisk or something like that. What's the word I'm looking for? A little curt, perhaps.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It was just his personality, I guess. But so he kind of got a little bit of bad reputation for that. But no, meeting him in person, he was always so on board with what the fans were doing. And I interviewed him as well for Get Me Off the Moon back in the day. You can find that on the YouTube channel as well.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I could go on for so long, because I was kind of the main guy thinking up all these events and the interviews and whatnot. Takuya Aizu was another one that stands out in my mind as a meeting that I'll remember for as long as I live. Takuya Aizu was the CEO of Inti Creates, who made the Mega Man Zero games and Mega Man 9 and 10 and other things. But and he's still the president of Inti Creates to this day. But he was the coolest guy that I had ever had the honor to interview. Straight up, not even telling any tall tales here. There, when I met him for the first time, he gave me the biggest bear hug.
Oh, you met him in person?
I met him in person. Yeah, he came to Game Developers
that's
Conference.
So cool.
Again, like I was living in the perfect spot at the time. You know, it's like 20 minutes from San Mateo, like 30 minutes from San Francisco, where just like a bunch of bigwigs came to all the time. So I had the opportunity to meet some cool people. And yeah, Inafune I met as well when he came into Game Developers Conference.
Oh, you met Inafune himself?
Yeah, this was during Mighty Number 9. He came to Game Developers Conference during Mighty Number 9. And the Mighty Number 9 team actually, we helped with promotion. Like, the guys there actually, Concept reached out to get me off the moon to help with promotion for Mighty Number 9. And so that's how I was able to meet up with him. But yeah, he was cool too. I actually got a handmade Mega Man illustration that I asked him to do, which he like did this you know, pretty rough but very heartfelt Mega Man sketch with his like you know, his pen that he had on hand.
Yeah.
So I have that. I treasure that to this day. But you know, Takuya Aizu, he stands out more so in my memory just for that hug. I think he knew who I was before I met him. And that's why he could show that level of comfort. But no, I was surprised by that, and I swear I'll remember that to the day I die.
I would too, man. That's amazing. Like
yeah.
you actually meeting the man himself, even if it was the Mighty Number 9 arc. That's like, man, that's like one of my dreams.
I know. Not a whole lot of people have very fond experiences from that, and I can agree.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I am one of those Mega Man fans. Like, yes, I fall under that category where I am a big fan of Mega Man and I love the classic series. But holy heck, do I want Mega Man X9 to happen? Like, that's what I'm kind of waiting for. I want that to happen so bad, and I kind of did get a little irritated. No Buster, of course. There's no Buster when I need there to be a freaking Buster. Anyways. No, I am under the impression that well, not under the impression. I kind of got a little upset because of the fact that they're making 12 or dual override rather than X9. I really want to know, like, why. I know the classic series is like they're like that's what they what they're known for, right? But
yeah.
Why? They've already made 8, or they made 11, and 11 was supposed to be a return to form kind of thing. Like they were like, if the fans like this, then we will continue doing this. It's kind of what they were getting at, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it seemed to sell extremely well. I'm gonna put a freaking. I don't know if it's gonna even work if I put a save state here with this, but.
Yeah, you might just be in a danger lock here, or death lock.
But it jeez, did it not sell? It's the number 1 selling Mega Man game other than 2, right?
Sorry, which one you said?
Mega Man 11. Didn't that sell even better than 2?
It did, yeah.
So then, my question is if that was what they were trying to go at, and that's what they were trying to do, then why wasn't anything made after that? I know there's like Resident Evil projects and what was the other one? Monster Hunter. Like that's their big franchises. But like if Mega Man 11 sold so well, then why so long? Why 8 years for another game to come out? You know, that's my question. But
yeah,
also,
it was a management
why a
thing,
classic game? Like everybody was waiting for an X game, and they came out with a classic game. Like,
yeah,
you know?
I hear you, man. I've heard so many people saying the same thing. I mean, to this day, when you pull up, like, what game do you want most? Like, you know, you go on Reddit and you see like people putting up polls regularly on, hey, what Mega Man game do you want most? And everyone always says X9. Like, you know, Classic's on there too, but everyone always says X9. That's what always comes out on top, even to this day. So you know, the demand is there, and it's extremely obvious, I think. The only reason I think Capcom hasn't done it is because they're, you know, they're still kind of stuck, not quite knowing the direction to take with Mega Man, and so Mega Man. The classic is like the safest thing they could do. It's also the easiest thing they could do. I mean, X is more technical. Yeah, and like it's more technical. It kind of demands more like technical gameplay, I think. Whereas classic, it's very basic, very easy to put together.
Well, I mean, even with that, they were trying their hardest to kind of innovate it with like Mega Man's new forms, like being able to take on the forms of, like they were trying their hardest to innovate it, and it kind of seemed X-esque, like they were trying to like be like, but I don't.
Yeah, I've always said that I think this is the really skeptical side of me wants to say that Capcom's solution to solving the X problem is just to gradually integrate more X features into Classic to where they don't really need to make another X game because Classic resembles X after a point.
Oh, I really hope they don't go that route.
I hope not too. But the skeptical side of my mind kind of wants to say that's what they might do.
Do you think that maybe it's because of like the story? Because I'm pretty well in tune with how like the X series goes and everything, but like they had a flop with X7, and then X8 came out, and it was pretty okay. That was just useless. Okay, I'm still alive somehow.
Still, yeah.
No, so with X7 happening, and it flopped really bad. I can't click. Why can't I click on the door? Click on the door. It's not letting me click on the door. Uh-oh.
Open the door.
Open the door. It's not opening the door. It's broke.
Oh my gosh. What even is this anymore?
I don't know. I'm having a good time doing this and talking. That's my thing.
Same.
I think at this point I'm just having a fun time with the conversations. But with X7 it being pretty much a flop. You think they kind of tried with the X8 and it was sort of well received, but you think they're just kind of like lazy and they're like, people like they're already filling in the blanks with all this multimedia with like with the Zero, like there's comics that tell us about the Elf Wars, and there's like supplemental media in the Zero series that tells us about the Elf Wars and whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe like Capcom's like, they don't need a game because they already know what happens and it's just more complicated, but I think maybe they just saw that like, hey, we're kind of getting like screwed over with X7, and then X8 was like kind of like a comeback to reform, but it wasn't as well received as the rest of them. So like maybe they're just like X series isn't well received at all, which kind of upsets me because I liked Maverick Hunter X, and I did the same freaking thing I did last time. I liked Maverick Hunter X. That was one of my favorite remakes out of all of them.
That was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that too. Yeah, it's they really shouldn't have to say that X isn't profitable after like getting to an 8th game. I mean, like that itself, I think, speaks for just how profitable the X series was. Like not many other Mega Man games got that far. I mean, Classic did, clearly, but getting to an 8th game is one of the furthest achievements in like all of the Mega Man series.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, Mega Man 8 was considered a joke until I guess people started actually loving it, but
I think more what it was is like people like you and me grew up who played 8 as kids, and like eventually gradually our voices matter. As kids they didn't matter as much, but when you get older they do. And now you like all these people are springing up saying they loved 8 when they were kids, and hailing the art and all that stuff. So I'm seeing a newfound appreciation for it, but I think that's mainly coming from the people who grew up with it, as opposed to the old folks who thought it was a little too different for its time.
I think a lot of the complaints that I hear is it's not the animation style, it's the sprite work it seems very clunky. A lot of people say that it's like going through molasses. That's what I hear all the time anyways. It's like, oh, it's molasses.
Yeah, I'll
But,
give them that. Mega Man is quite a bit slower in that game. That's true.
well, with Mega Man 8, it was because of the frames. Like, it was such a detailed game that, I do a lot of for my streams. That's not doing this. I do sprite work. That's why I'm that guy that does things. I talk about. I don't know if you know what lolcows are. I'm not going to bring up lolcows, but I talk about lolcows mainly, and then I talk about sprite work, and I do sprite work. I also do programming and all this stuff, but when I was looking at, like, why is it doing this now? I'm going to put a save state. I'm going to put a save state right here and see
This is your perpetual state of suffering, this game.
I know, it just freaking freezes. Maybe if I just load it back up, it'll work. But, did it work? No, it didn't work. It's just being dumb. Yeah, it's just being dumb. Jeez.
Rip.
But no, when it comes to the Mega Man 8, the frames on that are there's a lot of different animation frames because they tried to go so detailed with it, and because there's so many different frames for his running animation. I think there was I can't remember. I think there's 4 or 5 different animation frames for his running animation versus, say, Mega Man 7, and especially with Mega Man 1 through 6, that, yes, it seems like you're not making the same, you're not making the same, amount of distance when you run versus, in the other games, but that's just mainly because of the framing and the animation. You're still running the same speed as you do in an 8-bit game. It's just taking a few more animations to do so, and it just seems like that. And a lot of people, they don't understand that, and that's one of the things that irritates me. Yeah, the voice acting was crappy, but, you can't really consider it, if you don't know how the game runs. It irritates me when people are like, oh, it runs like molasses. It's no, it actually runs about the same as okay, I'm just indefinitely dying here. It runs the same as Mega Man 7. It's just there's more framing animation, so.
I'm glad you're going into that, because I was kind of among the people who thought Mega Man feels slower, but hearing this, I am inclined to agree with you. He does go pretty slow in the classic games as well.
Well, it's more or less like a it's like the everything's more tighter with NES controls. Everything is a lot more tighter. With the PS1, you're having to run with a bunch of different other factors, and they're having to call it, if you haven't noticed, say Mega Man 1. Okay, I almost got shoved through that door. Mega Man 1 had some pretty short levels, and then Mega Man 2 came around, but by the time that Mega Man 8 came around, you had checkpoints, what was it, was it 3 checkpoints per level? And then you had 3 checkpoints per level, whereas Mega Man 1 didn't have any checkpoints other than I guess the boss doors, and then Mega Man 2 they started implementing checkpoints in between, but it took up to Mega Man 7 and 8 for the actual levels to be really long. They're actually really long.
They are, yeah.
In fact, I was looking into speedrunning when it came to Mega Man 9. And did you know that Mega Man 9, it takes a shorter amount of time to beat Mega Man 9 versus Mega Man 2, but not as long as Mega Man 3. So that tells me that when Capcom was making those games, that they were trying to find a balance between Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. But Mega Man 8, they were just trying to innovate and make things either longer and better.
Yeah, that's a good take. Yeah, that game was peak innovation. It was completely unlike anything that I think we'd seen before in classic. Mega Man 7 was kind of like that too, kind of doing its own thing. But Mega Man 8 really took it a step further. And I think the Sega Saturn version is the definitive version of that game.
Really?
I'm actually curious to hear. Yeah, it was originally developed for Sega Saturn, actually. Then Sony came in and was like, "Hey, geez, Sega, what is your console get 2 Mega Man games?" And they wanted in on it too. So
I didn't know
But
that at all.
yeah, it was originally developed for the Sega Saturn, and then the PlayStation 1 version is basically a port from the Saturn version, except it's toned down.
Huh.
Like the music, if you listen to the music on the Sega Saturn version, it's a lot crisper.
Yeah.
And it also has a few extra robot masters, like secret Easter egg robot masters. You can fight Cutman and Woodman in there.
Cutman and Woodman, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is actually Hex, who was one of the hosts on this marathon. He showed that off earlier on in the month for the marathon, and I was on board for commentary. And he was kind of pointing all this stuff out. He was showcasing the Sega Saturn version of Mega Man 8. But yeah, he was basically describing it as the definitive version of that game. So I'm interested in hearing your take, actually, on... because it sounds like, you think that the PlayStation was at the root of some of the limitations with that game. But it was, in fact, made for the Sega Saturn. So, like, what's your knowledge of the Sega Saturn as a console, then? And how it could have factored into Mega Man 8?
Well, I could talk all day about the Sega Saturn. I just didn't know that Mega Man 8 was... I thought Sega Saturn was a afterthought compared to the PS1. I thought it was actually developed for the PS1, and then Sega Saturn was the port. But that makes a lot of sense because we have a bunch of prototype, I guess, soundtracks for like Frostman and I think Tengu Man.
Yes,
so
Tengu Man's that song you're thinking of for Tengu Man was actually in the Sega Saturn version in Tengu Man Stage. It's a completely different song from the PS1 version.
Yeah, so that's what. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. I didn't know that. I thought they were just porting it to the Saturn, and then they were like, okay, well this needs to have different features because, like I said, I could talk about the Saturn all day. I have a lot of knowledge in the Sega Saturn, but and the history of it. But
shout
because
out.
Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast, they're one of my other favorite consoles. I actually own I own a Dreamcast. I don't own a Saturn. They're too expensive.
Yeah,
but no, when it comes to Mega Man 8 and the Saturn, I didn't know any of that. I thought it was a PS1 and then they were porting it because the Saturn... fuck, why do you have to freeze on me like this?
Oh, thank God it can't reach you, though.
Yeah, I know, but it had to freeze me. I can't even move. I can't even move.
Well, but on the upside, you got money now.
I do have money, you're right, but then also I'm broke. But no, that's very fascinating. I didn't know that. Well, at least I should. Isn't it? Yeah. I should have known that because like I used the okay, so if you probably didn't know that, but Frostman, his soundtrack in the PS1, one of my favorite all-time OSTs for any game. It's such a beautiful soundtrack to me. I like it. But
heck yeah.
I don't know, when it came to like the Sega port with the Saturn, the Saturn came out and then the PS1 came out how much longer was it? It was like 4 or 5 months. It wasn't very long after the Saturn actually like got put out there. And then the PS1 came out and completely ruined any of their chances. I'm having a hard time even concentrating on this because of the game, but
no,
anyways,
cool.
there was a big race between the Saturn and the PS1, and the PS1 actually contended a whole bunch in the West, whereas in Japan, the Saturn, I think maybe not today, but I think it was a few years after the PS1 came out, the Saturn was still more popular than the PS1 in Japan. But yeah, I didn't know that about it. Mega Man 8 just being a PS1 port and Saturn being the definitive version of it. I guess I need to just play the Saturn version then.
Yeah, the only difference you'll notice, the only thing that might lead you to think that Saturn version came second is the fact that during the anime cutscenes, the voice acting quality is more compressed. But that's like the only inferior difference.
So the soundtrack quality is the same. There is some voice compression. I think there's another difference. Was it Maybe not
quality's
in.
better on the Saturn,
Is it?
actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
the voice quality isn't, but the music quality somehow is better. I think
Alright.
the sound effects too are even crisper. Not entirely sure. Can't
If I'm
remember.
not mistaken, I know in X4 on the Saturn there's heat waves and like those kinds of effects. Are those kinds of effects in Mega Man 8? Because that's one of the things that define the PS1 versus the Saturn and X4. Like that's the only differences is like there was just some heat wave effects, you know.
I don't know if those were in Mega Man 8. I can't quite remember. The only fire stage in there would be Flame Man stage, the second part of Flame Man stage, and I don't. And that section, like the lava bridge section,
Yeah.
I think that section doesn't carry on long enough for you to notice it. I don't think.
Well, that would be the only other difference I could think of, because that's one of the things that defined the Saturn over the PS1, is that it could actually handle those kinds of VFX a whole lot better than the PS1 could. But yeah, but I think that only equated to Mega Man X4. I don't have a whole bunch of knowledge in X4, but I do know that little fact. You know.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if X4 was even like almost going to be on Sega Saturn as well, because that obviously didn't make it onto that console. But it seems like Mega Man 8 and X4 were developed around the same time. So
so X4 didn't get it to the Saturn?
I don't think it did it?
I could have swore there was a Sega Saturn version of X4.
Okay, I might be wrong then. Excuse me.
I mean, I could be wrong too, but
Google.
Yeah, let's go to Google.
Google, here we come.
I'm fairly certain that the only difference between those two is the heat waves. But I only bring that up because the Sega Saturn had a better.
Right. It was on Sega Saturn. Okay, so
right.
that's why you brought up the heat waves because it wasn't on the Sega Saturn version of X4.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the connection.
No.
Now.
The heat waves are on the Sega Saturn version. On the PS1, there is no heat. Yeah, there's no heat waves. Say like I can't remember. It may just be a Magma Dragoon. It may just be Magma Dragoon, but it may also be in like the very first, like the intro stage. I can't remember. I'm incessantly dying, but.
Okay, so do you know the difference? Like, okay, so that was what you're saying was the only difference.
Yeah, it was one of the only differences.
Interesting.
There might be some. Yeah, there might be some like audio compression. The video quality was pretty much the same, but the only difference between X4 and the PS1 version between the Saturn and the PS4 was those heat waves. But the only reason I bring that up is because the Sega Saturn was peak when it came to those kinds of like gaming effects, whereas the PS1 was better at holding memory and I can't remember if it was like the video compression or audio compression, but the Sega Saturn was better on quality when it came to like sound, and then when it came to gameplay and other things like that, the PS1 had it, but. With X4, I know the Saturn was able to have those heat waves and everything. I was just wondering if maybe there was like something like that in the PS1 version or the Saturn version of 8, you know. But
Gotcha. Yeah, someday I got to do a side-by-side comparison as well. I don't know these different versions as well as I should. I was a PlayStation kid growing up, so I mainly know that console.
Yeah, that's actually where I was at. I was watching a video. I can't remember. Let me look it up just real quick. I know it's not gameplay stuff, but this is just for the sake of it. I just got to go to my history real quick. By the channel Dave Control. He makes some very good. It's just like I was just watching one on Mega Man 2, like the analysis of the design of Mega Man 2. That guy, he is made, I think, all the way up to Mega Man 9 with these in-depth analysis, and they're like 2 to 3 hours of just like him breaking down like the way those games, like the comparisons and how the game was made and how, like, you know, what he thinks about the stages and whatnot. It's very, very informational. Nice. But my favorite one, of course, is the Mega Man 8 one, and it has a lot of information on the Saturn version versus the PS1. All right, let me get through these fire frogs. I've been fighting these guys for like an hour, feels like.
Yeah, what was that we thought there wasn't any fire in this ruin? That's what we were saying before. Apparently, it was wrong.
Right. I
Yeah,
defeated
getting
them.
back into Legends, there's one thing I wanted to say about Inafune, kind of tying it into the whole Legends 3 discussion. When I met him during the whole Mighty Number 9 thing, it was at, again, it was when he came to Game Developers Conference. We actually got into the Legends 3 debacle a bit during our conversation.
Really?
And he straight up told me that if he knew, like, because you remember how he left Capcom, like, right in the middle of Legends 3's development, and that's kind of why it was canceled in the end. Or, like, they never said that, but we all kind of know. But he legit told me straight up that, you know, he believed he could leave that company at the time he did because he thought he had gotten the production of Legends 3 far enough to where Capcom couldn't cancel it at all. But he was wrong. He underestimated what they could do in the end. But the implication behind what he was saying was basically that if he knew that there was any shot that Legends 3 that Capcom would cancel it after he left, then he wouldn't have left at the time that he did. And I think it's true. You know, I think if he stayed longer, then that wouldn't have happened. But, basically he made a miscalculation, a fatal miscalculation. Capcom had more power and more guts to cancel a game that was very far along in development, more than he thought.
How far along was it? Because I know we've only seen like what the first, was it the first boss, I think, of the Legends 3 prototype? Like, how far along was it actually, though?
The whole prototype was done. The prototype was, it wasn't a demo. Everyone always says it's a demo. It wasn't a demo.
Yeah,
it
that's why I mentioned it was a prototype.
Yeah, well, I mean, even that kind of implies a demo. I think they should have gone with another name in the West. In Japan, it was known as the Mega Man Legends 3 Prologue, which I think makes it more accurate description. But it was the prologue was going to be a 10-mission game that was going to be on the Nintendo 3DS eShop, and it was going to be like it was all exclusive content. None of that stuff was going to show up in the full game, which is why I'm kind of against hearing that it was supposed to be a demo. But that whole thing was done. Chris Hoffman said it was done. He was the only journalist in the West who have ever played that. And they were supposed to use that as an interest gauge for the full product. So I don't know how far along the full product was, like the full game, but the prototype was done. And, you know, that should have been, in Inafune's mind, I think, that should have been like a really good indicator of the project's, prospects to come. But again, he made a miscalculation there, or so he says, and we all know what happened after that.
So what is stopping him from just making has he just ruined his reputation so far that like Capcom wouldn't ever take him back?
Well, he offered to continue Mega Man Legends 3 from his company around the time that he left. Like, he actually asked Capcom, hey, you know what, can I actually, like, he'd say, I'd be totally down with continuing this project from my company concept. And, you know, we've seen Capcom do stuff like that before. They did that with Inti Creates, with the Mega Man Zero series. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary for them to work with a second company to do that. And Capcom straight up told them, I can quote them right off the mark, they said, we have no need to do that. They legit came out and said that. And if you want to, I put that right in my documentary on Legends 3, on the Legends 3 debacle back in the day. But yeah, so he went to them and he literally asked if he can continue it, and they said no. So that's what's stopping them. They don't want to work with them. Even this was before Mighty Number 9, even, you know. So it was even before he fell out of his reputation. So if that's what they say when he had a good reputation, then, I mean,
wow.
You know, that says everything.
See, they were just like tired of him or something?
I think so. I think I kind of feel like Inafune threw his weight around a little too much for their liking. because he was pretty high up, and he was, for better or for worse, he was an innovator. He had a lot of ideas, and so a lot of times they could be kind of all over the place, kind of chaotic, and I feel like they didn't like that, and that's kind of why they didn't want to work with him if they could help it.
Yeah. That's so bad. Like they should see how bad we want Legends 3, and they should just let him back in, or
Yeah, it's a trickier thing now because Inafune's kind of fallen out of his repute with everyone now. It's not just Capcom, but literally everyone.
Yeah.
So, and you can, in that respect, I think, I'm not passing any judgment on anyone, but I think we can all, the falling out with Mighty Number 9 can maybe sort of show us why Capcom had a hard time working with him, perhaps. Again, I don't want to pass judgment on anyone. I do think that a Legends 3 that would be headed under Inafune would have been a good game, just based on the other two games, that's the other two Legends games. But, hey, I mean, it is what it is. Who knows what the future would have held for it.
Well, I really hope that, I don't know, was Inafune, I know Inafune had like a lot of pull and everything, but like, was he really, like, he was the creator of Mega Man, right? Like, was he actually the creator of Mega Man? Because I've been hearing, like...
he wasn't the creator. The creator was Akira Kitamura, who actually just recently, AK is his screen name, he just recently came back into the spotlight after, like, decades. Like, some guy brought him back in, and he's been on Twitter for a while now, like, answering fan questions, and it's been the coolest thing ever. Like, we're getting just so much cool trivia from classic Mega Man that we never knew about before, and it's coming straight from the horse's mouth. But no, AK created Mega Man, but Inafune, for all intents and purposes, was, the main guy for Mega Man. AK only did, like, the first two Mega Man games, so he kind of set the blueprints, but Inafune took it to where we all knew and loved it to this day,
Well, man, it's been nice, but I think I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I kind of turned it into the Skybane spotlight later on.
No, absolutely not. I don't think you realize, like, I've been doing like Mega Man stuff. I've been playing Mega Man since, like, I was freaking 7 years old. So, like,
dude, same.
I love hearing all the stories. That's why I feel like I'm like 6 Discord servers deep into the Mega Man community, just trying to get to like this point right here, and I've always had all this respect for all the speedrunners, because I can't do that.
Same.
I'm not a speedrunner. I'm a challenge runner at the very most, and even then it's just for entertainment purposes, not for you to look at it and be like, oh, he's so good at what he's doing, but I've always had a respect for Blue Metal and all the other speedrunners, and I ran across Blue Metal's his server, and he, I was just posting in there every once in a while, I'll be like, hey, like, I don't know if anybody cares, but here's this cool thing. And, he was kind enough to allow me to, or not allow me, to introduce me to all you kind folks. So, I really do appreciate it.
Dude, same. Blue Metal was the person who brought me into this event as well. He was like, I was chatting in his stream at one point, and he was like, hey, Skybane, so I'm doing this speed run for like the second day of the month for Mega May, and I was wondering if you'd like to come on as a commentator. And, like, I was honored to no end by that, because I've been following, yo, Blue Metal in the chat. I wish you weren't here, because now it's going to seem like I'm gushing you up like too much, but... No, it's like he offered to bring me on as a commentator, and I was so honored by that. And then I reached out to the 20X Expo guys themselves and asked if I could be a host of the event. So I've been here all month, just like being on talking to all sorts of cool Mega Man fans like you, and just loving the heck out of it. But no, Blue is seriously a cool guy. I've known him for easily over a decade now. He used to come on the Get Me Off the Moon streams even, and chat with us there. And yeah, just such a cool guy. Shout out to Blue.
Man. Well, shout outs to Blue, shout out to the entire Mega Man community, and I really do appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, dude, where can people find you if they want to find you?
You can find me at just YouTube at that guy that does things. I play games, but my content, what you're seeing now, is not like, that's not what I normally do. This is just kind of a side project. I'm just a big Mega Man fan. If you guys are into whatever I'm talking about over there, you can find me over there. Usually at the late hours of my live stream, usually about this time. Well, it's not about this time, about an hour before this time, I'm usually doing my testing because I don't normally have people willing to stay up this late. But yeah, you can find me at that guy that still does things. I don't really care for the attention that way. I just want to say I love the Mega Man community. I love Blue Metal. I love all you guys. You guys are fantastic. I will say this. I'm not going to promote my own stuff like that. If you guys feel free to do that, whatever. But if there's anybody out there that wants to help me improve this through BizHawk, or to port this over to BizHawk, or to just have a word with me in the DMs on Discord, I'm sure there's somebody in all 7 Discord deeps that I'm into that you can contact me through there. Just let me know, I guess. That's really all I care about. I just want this project to be improved on, and if there's anybody out there that's got more experience than I do, then I would be willing to give you the script, and we can hash it out and how to work it out. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah. Help us to enhance the chaos, folks. We need more chaos.
Well, that and a lot of people want the Charge Buster mod. The Chaos mod, I think, could go on the back burner if I could just get the Charge Buster to work. I feel like a lot of people would love to be able to charge their Buster up and play instead of shooting it, in a volley. I think that'd be a pretty cool little aspect. But I'm gonna I don't know if there's anybody in line for the next stream, but I'm gonna call it quits here and let y'all get prepared for that.
No, you're the last one. You want to go another hour?
I wish I could.
No, I don't want to keep Hutch up. Hutch has to stay up for as long as he's here.
Hutch, go get some sleep, man. Go get some sleep.
Dude, I felt the same way. Legit, yesterday there was an empty slot, like at the last slot in the day, and I came in clutch and being like, "Hey, can I play Zero for this last slot?" And I knew I'd be keeping Hutch up for longer, but I was like, "Screw it, Hutch has to stay up longer now." Thank you, Hutch. We appreciate you.
We do, man. There's not a lot of people that would sit up and do this stuff, man. And I know you guys want to give big ups to the creators, but really, it's big ups to you guys willing to put up with all this. But you see me, I'm an outsider. I wouldn't say I'm an outsider of the community, but I'm an outsider to this whole scenario that I'm into. So I know a lot of other people have been probably doing this for a couple of years, if not more. So it's you guys are in tune with that. But I just want to say big ups to you guys for even hosting this event, because again, Blue Bomber, he needs all the attention that he can get, and that's really all that matters in all of this stuff. Just bringing the attention to him and loving something that brings us all together,
Heck yeah. Excellently said. Well, it's been a pleasure, man. Hey, thank you for coming on and showing off this awesome mod. Guys, check it out however you can. I don't know if it's publicly available, but I think you said it's on the server, the Mega Man Legends speedrunning server.
If anybody is a part of the Mega Man it's the Mega Man Legends speedrunning server, is the one that Blue Metal, I guess, is the admin or moderator of. If you guys want, all you got to do is just find me in there, message me, DM me, or you can just post in there and say, hey, just show me it. I think, let me real quick, I could just click on this and see what. Yeah, it's the, where did it go? Where the heck is it? Oh yeah, it's yeah, it's the Mega Man Legends hacks. It's in. You'll be able to find it. Just go to that. They'll accept you in there. They'll accept your invite. I think I'm in the Mega Man Legends hacks. That's where I'll just post it if anybody wants it. Just
you'll instantly recognize it. That guy has huge text walls of stuff that he posts there all the time.
So. That's one of the things that I love to do. I'm not going to keep you any longer, but I am one that likes to talk excessively in text, so
Heck
I will
yeah.
write Bibles if you want, but
Hey.
all right, you guys have a wonderful night. I'm gonna hop off here, and thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks for coming
Thank you,
on
that
board,
guy.
man. Hey, pleasure's all ours.
Everyone else that's watching, real quick, I'll let you know that coming up for Friday, it's the Fan Game Friday. So come back at 10 a.m. Eastern. We've got Mega Man X6 Viral Nightmare showcased by VG Joel. We've got Mega Man 4 Hounds fan game preview by the developers at 4 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's 4. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. After that's Rock Force Any Percent by Peter Afro. And then we've got X8 16-bit D-Make speedrun by Owly Forest. A block of X8 16-bit and X6 Viral Nightmare with the JFit. And then, if you want some more Legends action, come back in about a little less. We'll say midnight Eastern on Saturday morning for Legends, the Legends trilogy, any percent speedrun by the one and only Blue Metal, who may still be in the
one
chat.
and only.
So yeah, should be lots of good Mega Man action in store for us on Friday. But yeah, be sure to check out that Kickstarter if you haven't. Command Kickstarter in the chat. Command schedule if you want to see the full schedule for the last week and change. But we are going back to reruns. Everyone, have a good night. We will see you at 10 a.m.
Have a good night, fam. Have a